world, and apparently I'm not very known. So need to find another method.
We are live now, by the way, just so everyone knows, so we can start. And we're gonna start by everyone rolling initiative.
The best way to start a session.
Yes.
Alrighty. We're off to a good start, boys.
There's the music I wanted. This is a great track.
Oh, got it. Well, I'm only 1,200 away from plate.
The dream.
Yeah.
Keep believing. You'll get there.
Yeah. Might have to buy Splint at some point.
Make some leaps.
Alright, well then first off is the assassin. He uses his action. That's it. Then
He's done something nefarious.
Yes. Then it is a jackboot's turn. As above you, you hear footsteps. And that's it. Bosk, your turn.
Oh, whoa, we all rolled terrible for initiative if I'm going next. Oh, goodness. So is it extra movement to move through launch or bore?
Yes.
Okay.
Double movement.
10, 15, 20, 25. Alright, so I can get like right here. And I will deliver a blow to this young jackboot like I did his friend, and I'm gonna Krillin him.
22 hit for 9 damage.
Second attack.
19 will hit as well. For 11 piercing. Or bludgeoning.
And then I'll have Big Boss run around. Since he got the scent, he can eat him. And he'll do so at advantage. Wow, that's a good roll for him.
Heavily injuring him. Strength save. But he is not prone.
And that'll be my turn.
Then it's this jackboot's turn. 2 targets, Big Boss and Boss, because they both hurt him. Then be 1-2 is Boss, 3-4 is Big Boss. Goes for Big Boss. Stupid dog, let go of me! So he holds a warhammer with 2 hands and tries to hit Big Boss right on the snout. That is a miss. But that is a hit for 11 bludgeoning damage on Big Boss.
Alright, we're okay. Just lost all that good temporary hit points that I had. But we're still living.
Terrell, your turn.
Okay.
The jackboot is very heavily injured, but the aura doesn't seem to work, as it does a lot of times, so I'll try and fix that after this combat.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come over here. And actually, what kind of armor is the jackboot wearing?
Leather armor.
Leather. Okay. In that case, I'll do an Eldritch Blast from behind.
15 will hit. How do you want to kill him?
So basically, while he is trying to, or succeeding to hit Big Boss, he gets a mailed fist directly into his neck, and pushing him forward to the ground. And that's it for me.
Alright. Cash, your turn.
I can't see. There's no light, so I will just use an action to throw up a torch.
Alright. There you go.
Okay.
Can you see now?
I can, and I didn't realize this until last Wednesday, but you can use your arrow keys to move.
Yes.
And you said there's an is there a banister above?
Sorry?
There? Is there anything I climbed?
It's a
Is this like a
staircase.
railing? A staircase? Okay.
Here's the staircase.
Okay. I can't really do anything. I can't see. I'll just give Launch a bardic inspiration, throw a card at him, and I'll end my turn there.
Alright. Then another jackboot as you hear steps above you again. And that's about it.
Alrighty.
Or your turn.
Oh, dang it! I can finally see. And yeah, gonna use 80 foot of movement speed. Gonna use my movement and action to dash. I don't know how far that will get me. That's 30. And I can't see shit.
You stand there, you can see that the stairs go even further upwards.
It's my vision, actually. Can I change my dash to cast light on myself, on my sword? All right. So that's 30. I'm gonna go 40 right here, and yeah, I'm gonna cast light. Yep. And yeah, bonus action to summon my sword.
There you go.
I'm gonna summon my long sword. And I'm done. Yep.
Alright, Launch, your turn.
How high is the roof?
I'd say
Like am I
you
crafted
could,
here?
yeah,
or-
you could touch the roof.
Cool. I'm gonna move over here. Near where the climbing, and right above him, I'm just going to try and rip a hole through the roof.
Alright, go ahead and make an attack.
Either
roll
punching
for
my
that.
way through or just trying to separate it from the wall.
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll for that.
Sure. Probably go a little smoother if I, assuming it's a damage check, if I just threw something at it. So I've described the attack roll, so I'm just gonna pick up cash and try and force it through the roof.
Nice.
I failed.
Oh, your door!
Oh,
Well, I
boy.
tried.
The roof seems not to be affected.
This is true.
So let's just
Bonus
cash with
action,
a
I'll
headache.
tell Yegor to run up your case. So team. That's 20 foot. No, not quite. More like 30. Alright, he'd have to dash from here. $15, $20, $25.
As Igor
Might get
stands
some
there,
here.
he is moved to here. As two jackboots ready actions go off.
Oof.
One Warhammer swing at the Igor. 11 is a miss. And the other one throws a dagger at the Igor. 16.
Hit. 6 damage. Alright. I'm assuming he's still on the staircase, so he can't, like, run off to this side of it. So that's his...
Yeah. Have to go past it.
Yep. That's my turn.
Alright. Well, then the assassin does something again. And it is a Jackboot's turn, and this one will attack Igor with his Warhammer. 7 is a miss. 22 is a hit for 5 damage on Igor. That is its turn. Bosk, your turn.
I think now that Big Boss is less here, that he's good to remain where he is, and I'll let him know that if Jackboots try to come out this way, to bite them, as you do, and the rest of us are gonna continue. So that's like 15 feet. There's that. I'll take a dash action. 10, 15, 16, 20, 25.
That's also the spot where Igor is currently. But he is on
Oh,
two maps at the same time.
I see.
Just so you know.
I gotcha.
Also,
Is he going? Is he? Well, he'll. Blah, blah, blah. So I can see Igor technically, right?
Yes.
Okay. As my bonus action, then, can I spend a point? I'm gonna spend a point of Moxie to dash as my bonus action instead, and I'll arrive where Igor is. And seeing this Jackboot, I will do the thing I do, and I will punch him at disadvantage because I'm squeezed.
12 is a miss. 13 is a hit.
Oof.
7 damage.
Oh.
Whoosh.
Alright, cool. That'll be my turn.
Alright. And it is another Jackboot. No, that's a dead Jackboot. Terrell, your turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I do believe I see this Jackboot here.
Yeah, from your position there, you do.
Okay. Also leather armor?
Yes.
Okay. Would I get disadvantaged on a ranged attack?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, yeah, let's do a shocking grasp.
12
Oh,
misses.
miss.
As he quickly jumps and jumps a bit back towards Bosk to avoid your attack.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's it for me.
And Cash, your turn.
I like Launch's idea, and I will hit the ceiling with a thunder wave. If I have the climb launch, I will.
Alright, go ahead.
The greatest plan.
Woo!
I'll write that down real quick. Let's see. The ceiling is damaged, but not broken yet.
Ah!
It is very heavy. It is very greatly damaged.
Okay. I'll just I'll just move a little bit. I'll hit it again later. Because I feel like there's a choke point there. Let me just roll. Yeah. General. I see everything's fucking choked. I'll tell Launch it's choked up here. It's pretty tiny. I think that's the only way up. I end my turn.
Alright, then
I
it is
figured.
another jackboot. It's the one upstairs. It can see Igor and Bosk from his position. So he will throw daggers. And he will throw a dagger at each of them. So this one is at Igor. 13. And this one is for Bosk. 17.
Oh, that hits 6 damage.
Alright. Then it is Boar's turn.
Well, damn. Everything's choked. Can I, like, hold my action to dash, if anything? Or, no. Let me do one better. I'm gonna attack at disadvantage, but no need to worry. I'm gonna move up to here and try to poke this guy with my sword at disadvantage.
Alright.
One-handed.
17.
Oh.
I'll hit for 12 damage.
Nice. Damn. He's still alive. And I'm gonna move back.
He's at the halfway point. Launch, your turn.
I'm gonna move back over. Big launch, hard to move. There we go. I'm gonna look at Cash and say, I'm going to try and get you around the choke.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab him and I'm gonna use sharpshooter. I'm gonna try and yeet him through that ceiling that he weakened.
Alright. Go ahead and roll the attack roll.
Inspiration if you wanna use it.
8 is a miss.
I will use it. It's a D6.
13 is correcto. As I'll... There is a... right here, there is a cash-sized hole. And I will put them onto the next level.
Wow, an assassin.
The sheer shock of just seeing someone like blast through the ceiling or the floor in this case. That's not good.
The funny thing is how it is formed. The only people that actually saw it are Big Boss and Launch and the jackboot that is upstairs.
Yeah.
On that level. The rest didn't see this happen.
But they heard a thunder wave earlier, so.
Yeah.
And the big crash as
Oh,
well.
everything's choked. That's all we heard. Maybe
I'll shout out with the rest of my turn. I'll yell to Igor, fight the enemy, and then I'll also shout, also someone come here, I need ammo.
Oh my.
So Igor will make a bite attack at disadvantage. You roll 20s being real slow with me today. Bite attack, disadvantage.
That is a miss.
Nope. That's my turn.
So the assassin does something again. You know what? Although Cash can see that smoke is coming from upstairs.
Something's burning!
And it is a jackboot's turn. This one will divide his attacks. First attack on Igor with advantage. 20 to hit for 6 damage. And then the second attack on Bosk with advantage. 12 is a miss.
Nice.
Bosk, your turn.
Igor.
Dang. I guess. Well, as for one of my, For one of my attack actions, can I grab? I would like to grapple this jackboot.
Yes, you can. It's the beat of 15. You got him grappled.
It's not a. Okay, yeah. I would like to then like
Oh wait,
lift him up.
it is with disadvantage because you're squeezed, because the thing also counts
Oh,
as
the
an
check
attack, I
is it?
believe.
Oh, that's so
You
bad.
can try again with your extra attack if you want to.
No. Okay, never mind. In that case, I guess I'll just punch him. Cause why not?
It is
Oh, it's
with
at
disadvantage
disadvantage.
though.
So if a 13 hits.
Yeah, 13 does hit for 6 damage.
Igor will add an
Um,
extra d6 fire damage.
Thank you, Igor.
Because why?
He is heavily wounded.
I'll use my bonus action to make one more attack. So, well, that
That is a
misses.
miss.
I will try to. Can I just use my movement to try and shove past him and go up the stairs?
No, because you can't move through enemy spaces when they are not at least 2 sizes larger or smaller than you.
Gotcha. Well, in that
But
case,
yeah.
I will be chilling here.
Alright. Terrell, your turn.
Yep. Yeah, I try another. Yes.
That'll hit, and that'll... How do you want to kill him?
Basically, I reach around the corner, I grab his shoulder, and he lights up just as the general did before him. And you see smoke coming out of his mouth as he slumps together.
Alright. Anything else you would like to do?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I guess
5.
I can't move you to the other one. Like, you're now an equivalent of here.
Yeah, I'll stay here.
Alright. And I'll move past Igor as well. Cash, your turn.
What's this jackboot looking like? Is he scared? What's happening with him?
He's more confused that he saw you go through the floor. And he saw that his buddy died. So he's like here, like, oh shit, how do I handle this?
I will shout at him saying, Jackboot, 250 gold and diplomatic immunity, you walk away. Whistle blow, let's go.
Go ahead,
And,
make a persuasion check or deception
Oh,
check.
deception. For sure, I ain't paying him
With
250 gold.
advantage. He'll say the words, I'll move out of the way as quickly as I can.
Remember, you're on our side.
That'll be your
Oh,
action.
for sure.
So you still have movement.
Do I see anything in front of me, or?
Here.
Okay, I don't have an action to persuade anymore, so I'll just say, keep going what you're doing, and you will die, too. And I will end my turn.
Alright. Then it is this Jackboot's turn, who will move out of the way. Then it is Boar's turn.
Okay, now?
Yeah.
Getting prepared? Okay, good stuff.
Both
might-
Bosk and Terrell are still in front of you.
So yeah, as I'm running, because I heard Lunch say, I need ammo! So I'm gonna run towards him. That's 5, 10. Oh, I'm right here. I'm gonna punk click one of my hand axes, holding on my right arm, just my good arm. and hold my action to throw it at whatever I see once I land. And stick out my booty so he can grab it and throw me.
Alright. And it is Launch's turn.
And I grab him.
And I'm willing.
I will move to this position. So I'm on the opposite side of the hole. I'm gonna see if I can hit the floor above the floor I put the hole in.
Nice.
50 feet.
Fucking sick.
Here we go.
Whee! I'm gonna give him inspiration. My inspiration. Can I?
Sure.
Well,
Alright,
let's see.
it's
It's
a 21.
10.
It's 18
Okay.
damage, but
I don't think that's how that. Might not have been enough damage. Hold on. Is Igor within 30 feet of this hole? let me find-
Yes.
He is.
Nice!
It doesn't matter though, because it's not his turn, and he used his ability to give damage to him last round, so I can't
No.
use it again until it's his turn again.
So I'm just gonna
unfortunate.
get a headache.
Mhm.
You might land on the second floor at least.
But do you want to
Alright.
use the
Due
inspiration
to the angle I'm
of,
throwing at.
of Boar or not? Because you don't know if the 10 is a hit yet.
Oh. Yeah, I'll use it. I was given to me, so I'll use it.
Alright. 18
So-
damage stays, so go ahead and roll to see if it's a higher number or if it's a crit.
Mm.
Not higher.
Yikes.
Then you learn that a 10 is good enough, and 18 was also good enough for the damage.
Nice.
Hey,
As I have to
I might have put you on the third floor.
Yeah. Rocket Man!
Who needs stairs?
Who needs stairs when you have lunch?
Is this the invention of the elevator right now?
Ah, shit. Oh, and my
That might have
ready
been a
action.
better day.
My ready action goes off.
This is true.
So it's a hand axe to the face for a 15.
Give me 1 second.
And I believe the 2 is not gonna apply because I'm holding my longsword on my other arm. And it specifically says when I'm holding no other weapon.
Is a hit for 8 damage.
Good stuff.
As a bonus, I will tell Igor to return. So he'll just try and find the shortest path back to me. Probably
Alright.
down the stairs. He can make that with a dash.
Then it is the assassin's turn. And as his desk there is burning, he moves up a little bit, and you see that he's flying as he flies through the window of the mill.
Dang.
Well,
Probably shot that out.
Alright.
he flew.
He's out the window.
Jackboot is dead. Bosk, your turn.
Well, let's see. Seeing the jackboot to our right, there's still the smoke coming from upstairs, correct?
Correct.
I think what I'll do is, oh, do I even have any? I'll spend my last point of Moxie to dash, so I'll get to about right here, and that's 40 feet of my movement, and then I have 10 more feet, and I'll go up the stairs. And then when I get to about right here, I will use my action to dash, and I will then Get another 25 feet, so 10, 15.
It's basically the same step where Cash is now.
Oof. I'll get here and to here. Um,
What you can
yeah,
see,
that's what I got.
what you can see here is you can see lots of papers on the desk, and in this closet you see a bunch of potions with wings, with a picture of wings on them.
Oh, cool. Interesting. I literally have no actions left, so that's it. That's all I can do.
Alright, Terrell, your turn.
All right. Is there a window on this side?
Yeah, there are a bunch of windows.
Mm-hmm. And do I see the assassin flying away?
From your position, no.
Okay. I'll move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I see him as I'm passing here?
You saw it from this window here. No,
This
you
one.
don't see it.
Okay.
No, you don't see
No.
it here.
Okay. 5, 6, and then I'll dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And 6. Okay. How much is this thing burning?
Pretty badly.
So bigger than a campfire.
I'd say it'd be about equivalent.
Okay. I'm out of actions, so this will have to wait until next turn.
Cash, your turn.
Which window did he get out of?
He went through this window here.
He went out to the west
Yes,
window. I'll shut that out. How far is he?
He's pretty far away. One thing that you noticed is that while you can't actually see him, but you recognize the darkness from afar. That went for Baron Sten when he was assassinated right next to you.
Would he be further than 60 feet away?
Nah.
I have a long shot of the longest shot. I'll just say I'll try to get him, but this will probably fail. Somebody put out the fire, and I will cast the mischief spell. And the only thing that will stop him is probably number 3, and he has to save anyway. Come on, 3. Oh!
Ooh!
Dude,
Fail!
Now
Fail!
wisdom
Fail!
save for
Fail!
him. Let's see.
Come on, big money.
6.
He's incapacitated.
Oh, he's falling, I think.
So
Oh,
as he is
shit.
incapacitated, that stops concentration. So the darkness around him disappears. And he just hangs in the air there. There's nothing.
I will shout, I got him! I got him for 6 more seconds! Launch, west side, outside! And then I'll get closer to the window, and bonus action, nothing left, so I end my turn.
get out of the window.
Alright.
What was that? I'll get out of the window? Okay!
No.
No, that's where I
No,
ended, sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine, Got a ton of movement.
Then it is Boar's turn.
Alrighty. So, taking one of these potions and drinking it, would that take my action to grab it?
Object
Yeah.
interaction to grab it.
Alright. Bonus to drink, right?
And now you have 60 feet flying speed.
80. Because I have 40 movement speed for a
then
long
becomes
stride.
Fly does
70.
is not affected by your movement speed. It's like the fly spell, I believe, right?
It is yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
70. Oh no. Okay.
So I think it
So,
actually
yeah,
stays 60. Because
It
Long
does.
Strider doesn't
Yeah.
increase flying speed.
Yeah, it increases walking speed. I'm gonna double check that either way.
You
It
wanna
says the
fly
target
after him in the
speed.
window?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Alright.
But it says
I'll
the
move
target's
you here. And I am going
setting.
to turn off the lighting.
I got light.
Mm.
Dynamic lighting off. There you.
Ooh,
Hello.
fancy.
So just so everyone knows, adjacent and close means that you can do melee attacks on them. If you're medium or far, you can do ranged attacks on him. Or ranged abilities. And with extreme, you can't do anything to him. And if you're not on any of those skills, then you're out of the combat. Currently, everyone in the mill is at medium.
Alrighty. I will action search and make a one-handed longsword attack. Should be an advantage since he's incapacitated.
Yes. But it still misses.
This game doesn't love me.
Can I give him my inspiration?
Sure.
Yeah,
Still 7
sure. Use my
damage.
inspiration.
Or 9 damage, but yeah.
No need to worry.
13
That's a
still
13
miss.
again. Okay. Thank you though. Alrighty. Yeah, and that's gonna be it for me. Done everything.
Alright, then launch your turn.
I will exit the mill the same way we came in.
Launch the,
you
in
know,
the launch
30
hole.
the launch walks outside. He said it went west, and now there's a light source pretty much adjacent to him.
You'd be here.
Gotcha. I believe he should still be within 60 feet. Just
No, in
judging
this
by
case,
the way movement
it
has been
doesn't
going.
matter. Like, if you're in medium, you can use any ranged ability you have on him. Because it's basically a
that'll work.
chase as he tries to run away. So, as long as you're on far or on medium, you can do ranged attacks on him. Close or adjacent, you can do melee. Extreme, it is impossible to do anything to him.
I'm gonna throw glue at this man.
Alright.
I'm gonna whip out one of those bottles of glue. I'm not gonna sharpshooter. This is gonna be at normal because I just want to hit him to make his movement speed 0. Yeah.
And that'll hit for 7 damage.
Yeah, well, he's glued. Whether that works while he's flying is up to whatever weird effects happens while this is going on.
Yeah, it basically makes your movement speed 0. But the thing is, the fly spell is like telekinesis.
It's hover.
Yeah. So I'm not sure it's going to work, but we'll see that in his turn.
Yeah, there's only one way to find out. That's my turn. I guess I bonus action tell Igor to meet me outside. That's it.
Alright. Then it is his turn. He is still incapacitated, right? I believe so.
He moves in a random direction.
Yeah.
If you can.
Yeah.
We'll find out real
So-
soon if that's possible.
How this works, I'll roll a d4, and on a, let's see, 1, 2. On a 2, he flies back to the mill.
This is such a good spell.
So, Boar gets an opportunity attack.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take that. That advantage still?
Yeah, I believe so.
Hey.
That'll hit for 11 damage.
Alrighty.
And then he runs straight up to Cash.
Hey, buddy.
That is his turn. Does he get a new save?
I think it's when it's my turn.
Yeah, when the new effect comes, apparently.
Yeah.
Alright, then it is Bosk's turn.
How big is this fire that's going?
It's about a campfire size.
Okay, so can I see the assassin as well from here?
Yeah, you can see him like fly. He's standing right in front of the window.
Oh boy. Well, alright. I'm gonna run up right behind Cash, and I'm gonna take out my bear cloak drip that we have. The huge bear cloak that keeps us from getting cold, and I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna try and throw it over and put out this fire. As soon as I throw the cloak over, I'm gonna take my water, like any like water that I have, like I'll use a ration's worth of water or something, and I'll pour it on there as well, like on top of the cloak, so that way it gets super damp, and try and put this fire out just for a moment.
The fire does go out, as that requires your action, but you do
That's fine.
lose your bear cloak and one
Damn.
ration worth of water.
That's
So
fine.
just
I mean, as long as it's gone. As soon as I notice that it's gone, like as soon as I notice that I actually get the fire out, I'm gonna try and use whatever remaining the action economy I have to start like trying to preserve the any paper that's left, like
Alright.
any writing and notes and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And that'll be my turn.
And Terrell, your turn.
Do I see the assassin from the position I'm at?
Yes, but he does have cover from your position.
What kind of armor does he wear?
Some type of leather armor.
Leather. Okay. Can I? I don't think so. I'll do a mind sliver on him. Oh no! I have a better idea. I still have a spell slot, and I do hold person on him.
Alright, wisdom save, right?
And, I believe so. I'll just put it on. And level 2. There you go. Yes, a wisdom save.
That is a failure. As he is hanging in the air still. As he is unable to move. All attacks on him have advantage, and if it's a melee attack, it is an auto crit. Anything else you would like to do?
Nice.
I'll move a bit closer.
Alright. Cash, your turn.
You can't leave without your party favor. Take some cash. I take out my scimitar and just jump stab him and make sure I get stuck on him with the glue.
Oh no.
7 will hit, and that is a crit. Roll me an extra d6. 23 will hit. Doing 13 damage on.
And am I stuck to him now?
No, because the glue already stopped working. It only works for 1 round. And
Oh, okay then. I'll just hold on to him.
And he was, how you call it, because of the flying ability, the glue was ineffective. So you're hanging on him from here.
We're together now. I end my turn.
Alright. Don't you want to use your bonus action, or?
I have nothing left to throw as bonus. I have a torch in my other hand, so I can't really.
Then, Boar, your turn. Assume you fly back to him.
Yeah. Well, no, is he looking hurt? Like, Or he's looking
He is
okay?
already at. He is exactly at 50% health.
Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm just gonna say, yeah, we should not kill this guy. And can I use my action to like push him inside the mill?
Sure. I'd say that even auto succeeds because of the.
Alright.
Mm.
And I'm just gonna stand in the window, right on his way.
Alright. And it's Launch's turn.
All right, can I get on this side of the mill that they're currently sitting at?
That's
Well,
literally like here.
Yeah.
So that's like it's not that far. They're just
Yeah,
a couple
I'll
of
walk
levels higher.
Yeah, I'll walk a couple of paces to the left so I can get an angle on Mr. Unconscious over here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, he's not unconscious, but you get the idea.
Yes.
And then I will throw a bottle of glue at him.
Alright. With advantage.
Non-sharpshooter. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Doing 9 damage on him. And now, as the glue hits him and like goes around his body towards his boots, now he is actually stuck for 1 round. Anything else,
Thumbs
Launch?
Is Igor moved it to my side yet?
No, he has not.
Because I
yet.
can't move him through walls. Alright, well, I'll just keep shouting around the corner. Come to me, Igor. That's it.
Alright.
Turns of that, it'll eventually reach it.
Then it is his turn, and at the end of his turn, he will get a new Wisdom save.
I think he gets an advantage now, doesn't he?
No,
Oh,
not
that
for,
wouldn't matter
nope.
with that roll.
Don't know if he made it or not.
A 13 is an exact.
Yes. So he is no longer paralyzed, but he's still stuck on the he's still stuck to the floor for this round.
And
But
it's at the-
now the thing goes away.
Mhm.
But it was at the end of his turn, so Bosk,
Yeah.
your turn. So no advantage anymore or auto crits.
But the fire is totally gone,
Yes.
right? Like, all right, great. And is the assassin within range of me currently?
Yes, he's right in
Oh,
front
yeah.
of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna just start. I'll just start punching him.
13 is a miss.
Well, not like that, I guess. Second attack.
16 will be a hit for 9 damage.
And then I'll bonus action punch him.
And 11 is a
Oh.
miss.
Yeah, don't kill him. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to do something. That'll be my turn.
Alright. And it is Terrell's turn.
Okay. I'll do an Eldritch Blast on him.
13 is a miss.
And I move here.
Alright. And it
That's
is
it.
Cash's turn.
Wow, I don't even have rope? What the f... non-lethal scimitar strike.
He
Almost
currently
right.
has, because the aura isn't working, I'll say how much he has. He has 21 hit points currently.
Oh, but I'm so powerful, though.
I don't think you're that powerful.
Wow. Gee, thanks.
Wow, that was rough.
That's realistic.
I'll just hit him with a vicious mockery and be like, the more you move, the more we kill. You fucking suck as an assassin.
Got him.
Thanks, Logic, and thanks for the support. I shut the outside the window.
He made it. Taking no damage.
I was so distracted by Launch giving me praise.
It's a
Why don't you
rare
just
thing.
hear from us? Got him.
I
I mean,
guess I'll
objectively,
my
it does
turn.
suck. Failed.
I hit my turn.
Alright, then it is Boar's turn.
Alright. Well, I do have a rope. No, I do not. I do not have a rope. I don't know why I still have it. Because I used it in the thing, the tunnel. That sucked for
We
me.
might not have anybody with a rope anymore. That might
Yeah.
be a problem.
What
I
is
got
this
rope.
group?
Yeah. So
Buy a new one.
yeah, we really need to. Dude, we have 300.
Just buy
gold
chains and
pieces.
have launch throw them at people.
Buy some bolas. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, it is.
Why do we need bolus when we have glue?
I mean,
True.
if only I had an artificer to make magic bolas. I'm gonna grapple the assassin. Try to at least.
Alright, he'll try and evade you.
That's
Oh, you have to. You got him?
alright. Yes. And yeah, I'm just gonna stay there, grappling him, so he doesn't run anymore. Let's say just answer some questions. That's all we need.
No! And now
Yes,
it's Launch's
yes.
turn.
I'm gonna throw more glue.
Alright.
It's so fitting.
47 more petals of glue.
It's so fitting that you go right before him. He's like, I want to run away.
Glue! Succeed.
16 will hit for 7 damage on him. As he is glued with
Yes.
0 movement again.
So good.
And bonus action, I'll tell Igor to come back quickly. That's my turn.
It's so fitting. It's so fitting.
This is what happens when you're the
Igor
last
is
person
back
in
at
initiative. Ah, there he is. My trusty sidekick. I love being the last person in initiative.
Yeah.
That's all I need. I gave my command. Igor obeyed it. That's all.
Then it is
Perfect.
his turn. Well, he can't fly away, and because of glue and boar being attached to him, so he will, as he has his short sword in hand, attempt to stab boar with his short sword.
Oh boy, shield. Think I do need to make like hand motions. Verbal and somatical. Yep.
Alright. First attack. That'll hit.
The fuck?
Constitution
Shit.
save.
Nice.
What is this?
No wonder he
Dangerous.
killed that noble.
That
Oh,
is a
shit.
failure
Yeah.
as boar takes 27 poison, or 27 damage total. Now for
Jesus.
attack number 2 on boar.
Board, this might be it for you, bud.
Yeah.
14.
Oh, it misses. Yeah. Oh shit, that would have killed me outright. I think. No, wait, that's 33. No, I will still be good.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Would have had
That was-
one death save failure, as you would basically fall right next to launch. From like a 40 feet drop.
That's how he gets away. Is launch has to pick up your ass.
And then throw it on a.
Then Bosk, your turn.
I squeal.
This is how he killed the Baron so easily.
Yeah, this would do it.
I can see it now, yeah.
Hmm?
Well, this is
There's 14
wow.
hit points at the moment.
I will start punching him, and I'll try to not kill him.
But non-lethal. Gotcha.
Yes. There's the first one.
He did
Second one.
non-lethal, that'll hit, so that becomes 3 damage. He has 11 left. 14 is a miss.
Bonus action, I'll punch.
17 will hit for 3 damage. He has, that is 8 left. And Terrell's turn.
I do have some rope. What would it take to tie him up?
That would be an athletics check.
boy.
versus his acrobatics. And you would only be able to
Let's-
tie up one body part, so you could like tie up his legs, for example.
His arms.
His arm, yeah, the one that does 30 points of
Yeah.
damage.
Okay, athletics, you said? That's gonna be good. And this is a full action.
Yes.
Okay. Acrobatics is what? Oh no, wait, I don't have any spells left, I think. Do I have? Wait. Let me
You
check.
said
I
with your whole
did.
person that it was your last spell slot, I believe.
Yes, because I did something, I think a heal, cure wounds on him as well on the last time. Dang. Okay. In that case, yeah, I'll do that. Um.
Oof.
Oh,
Yeah, he's still free.
Yeah, but at least the rope is out there for someone else to grab. Yeah, and I do a heal on Boar with my bonus action.
yay. Thank you.
With 3d6.
Do I roll? Oh, there you go.
15
Oh,
hit points
nice.
And it is Cash's turn. He has 8 hit points.
Okay. Is it an object interaction if you just drop the torch?
Now you can just drop the torch, that's no problem.
I'll just drop the torch to the ground and equip my dagger in the other hand, and 2 strikes non-lethal.
Please hit.
3.
Offhand dagger for non-lethal as well. Wowie, wow, wow,
Does
wow.
miss. He has 5 hit points left.
Sheesh. And then I'll do 30 foot of spins on my space and I end my turn.
Boar, your turn.
This
Grab a
son
sword.
of a boar. Okay. I hate this kid. I will savagely attack him with my longsword, non-lethal. With one
Savage
hand.
non-lethal hit. Yeah.
Okay, have it on normal. Please hit. Jesus.
That
Yes.
is 13
I
as he
mentioned-
goes KO.
I did mention non-lethal.
Yes,
Just
yes. 13
Okay.
becomes
Good stuff.
6. You got 5 hit points. You got him.
good stuff. What the fuck was that? It took my lung.
That's combat.
Die the fuck. Die him. Tie his hands.
And
Jesus.
legs, and put them together behind his back.
Yeah.
Add
Gross
glue.
pig.
So hog tie him?
Yeah, hell yeah, hog tie the fucker.
This man's
Oh
gonna
my
have a
God.
really bad day when all that glue hardens.
Yeah. Okay, gonna go in.
Let's just take all the shit here and regroup somewhere in case there's reinforcements.
Yeah, we should go. I'm still flying.
Yeah, let's just take all this shit. Take everything on
By
the
the way-
table.
Can we just like set up like a midpoint and not just fly there? I mean, the guy's gonna be out for like a good
Minimum of an hour.
minimum of an hour, and I have a little less than an hour, and we can just fly over.
Launch
Uh,
will shot up. You
we
could
can all
probably
fly
go
over.
tell all of the important people to send reinforcements.
Oh yeah, Bor, go and get people.
All right,
Not
No,
Jack
no.
Boots. Do
I'll-
not
I'll-
go find Jack Boots.
I'll take another bottle just in case.
In
Just
the
in case I
closet,
run out of-
there are currently 9 bottles of potions of flying.
Oh, we're
Holy
taking
shit.
those.
Okay, so it's
Hell yeah.
about to be 8, because I'm gonna take one just in case.
Alright.
If I don't use it, I'll put it on the party pot. But yeah, I'm off to tell people. So, who do I tell though? I'm gonna tell
Lord
what's his
Gilbert?
name? Yeah, Lord Gilbert, and the other
And
guy
the
that
other
got
guy,
killed. Yeah, which I forgot the name.
Baron Stan of Stolberg.
That was it. I'm gonna tell those
But
two. And I believe we also have to tell. Oh no, wait, that was the guy who had to tell. But the halfling gave us the letter to. That was that guy, Lord Stan.
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know who that is.
it's the guy who got assassinated.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, definitely get him.
So those two.
Let's.
Those are the only ones that we know.
I want to get when you leave. Let's bring this guy to lunch as well and get the jackboot, and then be like, Jackboot, you're gonna be the guy who's gonna be clearing this up, right?
If I get paid, yes.
As I go behind him and I look at everybody and just do like thumb on the neck and I like, yeah, kill this fucker, or at least knock him out. I ain't paying him 250 gold.
Trust
So what-
me, cooperate and you'll be well rewarded. Launch
Good.
isn't lying.
Alright, go ahead and make a check, make a persuasion check for that. With advantage.
We just preface it that we're all surrounding
That's
him.
12.
Yeah, I don't know why I picture like lunch, just like his
Yes.
face on a window, just saying, "All right, just cooperate, and we will not kill you."
One of the few times Launch does not facilitate murder is when
Yeah.
he thinks someone is of worth.
I'm like with my sword out, ready to hit him. Like, wait, we're not killing him.
As Boar, to who do you fly to first? To Baron Stan or to Baron Gilbert?
I mean, have
Or Lord Gilbert?
I will be. It will be Stan because I know Stan better than I know Gilbert.
Mm-hmm.
Just on the one session.
Yes.
So it'll be
Alright.
Stan first.
So you arrive at his privately hired inn. As you go inside there, his guards let you in as they recognize you. And Stan is there at one of the tables, so like drinking a bit of wine. Hello there, Boar, son of Boar.
Hey, how's everything doing? Are you feeling better now?
Well, as good as I could be after tonight. Hopefully you bring good news.
The best of them. We managed to follow the trail to a mill just outside, and there were a lot of. I'm gonna look around. Are there any jackboots around?
No, there are only militiamen and knights of Carrion.
Okay, so I'm gonna say the word. And we followed them into this mill, and there were a couple of jackboots there, an assassin. The assassin is alive. I believe there is a jackboot still alive. One sadly perished. Well, not really sadly, but yeah, things happen. And yeah, we have to interrogate this guy. Just wanted to let you know if you can send any reinforcement or anything.
Yes,
way.
I can. I will go to. Can you show me on the town map where this mill is?
Yes, of course, right here. And I point to where the mill is.
I thank you very much. I will gather a large contingency of Knights of Ren, and I will go there immediately as fast as I can.
All right, and just to let you know, we will also be telling Lord Gilbert, the one we
Yes,
met.
that is a good. Yeah, Lord Gilbert is a good man. You can trust him on that.
All right, I will trust your word. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. And yeah, with whatever time I have left, I will go to Gilbert, and if I need to drink the other potion, I will too.
So what happens as you go to Gilbert is that the guards don't let you in at the start because they don't know you. But then Rian, who is inside, sees you outside and gives a good word for you, so you can come in.
Nice.
I love it when when you make good decisions.
Hell yeah.
All right. Okay. So first, I'm gonna thank Rian for letting me in. By the way, I think Longstrider is gone. And yeah, I'm gonna break the news once again, tell him everything, and ask if he can send people there. We need to interrogate this guy, and just in case they send reinforcements to the mill.
I certainly can. I'll talk with Baron Stan, and we can have a joint march towards the mill. See you there.
Alrighty. And I will pew back to the mill. Or can I actually just stop and get like a hempen rope on the way?
No, because it's like 9 o'clock and stores are closed.
Ah, okay,
Unless you want to go into a store, to a rope store and steal it.
No. I gotta keep a good name on myself.
Wait, you're saying late night kebab stores don't sell rope?
Yeah, apparently.
My god.
Go figure. So yeah, back to the mill.
Alright, as you return to the mill, and you can see it from the far, you have the feeling that the potion is going to run out. As an hour has gone through.
Oh yeah, I'll just land there. It's not worth taking the other potion at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna land.
Alright. In about... That's gonna take a long time for him to wake up. 19 minutes after you arrive, Bor, the Knights of Ren, Arcadia, a couple of militiamen, Baron Stan and Baron and Lord Gilbert both arrive at the thing as they thank you very much. Also means that did you roll a d4 for how long you were in your enlarged state launch?
I did not. I assumed it was just an hour. I figured it would be gone by now.
No, I
Or
believe
is it
it's
1d4
like
hours?
1d4 hours for that potion, I believe. So
Forever.
3 more hours.
I'm this way forever.
1d4 years.
I always thought it was just an hour, so that's good to know. I've probably made this mistake before though, so I might forget again.
As the knights arrive. Ah, thank you very, very much. Let me see if I have the pictures.
Don't worry about it yet, Bor. We'll deal with it in a minute.
Can we search this before they arrive? Because
Yeah,
I
no
want
problem.
some stuff.
Yeah.
Go ahead, make an investigation check.
We'd definitely be taking weapons. Well, you guys would be.
Investigation.
Launch can't get up the stairs.
I'll ask Terrell to help me investigate.
Yep, will do.
I suck at investigation.
Me too.
Well, let's
Oh,
see.
yikes.
Oh, that 15 becomes a 14.
Yikes.
But luckily,
who
it is
else?
already good on the fact. One thing that you do find is that the short sword that the assassin uses is magical.
Oh,
Ooh,
another one.
nice. I pick it up and get ready to identify for us until they arrive.
Alright. This is the Darkness Blade. An attunement item, rare. You can cast Darkness 3 times a day with it. Damage is magical. It is always centered on yourself. While casting the darkness, the user gains the ability to see through magical darkness.
Cool.
Oof, that's sexy.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Though you have to be careful with the other with other people.
Yeah.
This is true.
Because they cannot
especially with
see through
casters.
magical darkness.
If there was only one guy who's always going up to people and hitting them and being alone and renowned for it.
That can be really cool for certain like samurai moments where you just automatically cue the darkness and cut someone, and you already sheathe the sword before the
exactly.
darkness goes away. That'd be so dope.
Yeah, suddenly I want to find the other Odiok that was in that cave.
That's like Cash's peak sword. Like if his scimitar is the soul stealer, he should offhand this fucking dark.
Oh hell yeah!
That's my 2 cents.
I will offer it to the group, but if nobody wants it, I can take take it, of course.
I would need that short sword now.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. I already got one.
I
Last
don't know. What am I gonna do with a short sword? I got hands.
I mean,
I think you need hands for short swords.
if you like, I can take one of the two, whichever one you need less. Both are
Ooh,
magical.
Is this other short sword +1 or just magical?
This is just magical. The other one is +1.
I'll take this darkness one, and if you want this +1 short sword boar, certainly.
All right, I'll take the +1.
Is it okay? Sick.
Alright.
God.
You don't find any gold worth of here. And as the knights and militia arrive with Lord Gilbert and Lord Stan, thank you so much for finding the assassin. Yes, certainly do. As they both look a bit around. During your investigation check, you came out on some details. This assassin, his real name is Felix, and he is a musician for the Malakon Acrobats.
Hmm. Oh, he was the one who
Who was sick.
Yes, quote unquote.
Yes, and made sure that was basically Rinjao was his replacement.
Hmm.
What you also learned is that he was paid off by Jackboot Captain Terry to assassinate Baron Stan. As there was
Dave,
a
that
great
covers
payment
the evidence
for it.
you were looking for, Mr. Baron.
I knew that letter he had was full of crap. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, let's also give that letter to him
yeah,
because because it obviously shows.
And
I
what you
knew it.
learn even more
Double
is
play.
that he worked with Joshua, the quest giver at the docks, to try and find Fall Guys.
Someone to frame the murder on.
What was his name?
Joshua. He was
Joshua.
the gnome that gave you the quest.
Yeah.
And the guy you gave money to.
This man is probably going to spend the rest of his life in prison.
For sure.
Indeed, he will.
Or dead if I get him to him first. And I
It is
smile.
more fitting for him to rot in prison.
Well, good thing I'm slow.
I thank you very much for this. You also find out that where he got his flying potions is by an illegal seller somewhere in the sewer system.
Oh, I thought they got them from that magic shop the
Someone
potion
bought
shop that we
them
visited.
through a proxy. So they used a proxy to buy it from him, who was clean, and then they
I
bought
gotcha.
them
They were
for
indeed
shady.
sold out in the magic shop. That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said that the guy he normally buys the flying potions from didn't deliver.
Yeah. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
At least
Boss.
that's what he said.
They really
Big-
wanted to monopolize this.
Yeah. And I can't believe Big Boss. This is all because Big Boss sniffed them out.
He's got a good nose.
That's an extremely useful ability.
Hell yeah, Big Boss.
I thank you now. We will gather up a large contingency of knights, and we will arrest this Joshua as quickly as we can, and we will march to Captain Terry's house and arrest him. I thank you
Oh,
very
yeah.
much.
I also point at the that jackboot. He was here to stop us too. I offered him money. I was obviously lying. Nobody trust an asshole jackboot. Arrest him too.
I was not lying. I
Man,
offered him money in exchange for his
Unfortunately, Cash
assistance.
was.
This is true. He might have been lying, but I was not.
is she going out
You
of your
may be
pot?
able
Mine.
to get more useful information out of him.
That's true.
Yeah, I know where they stock some of the green puff. I'll tell you the
Perfect.
location if you allow me to go unpunished. Unpunished
Well,
is not allowed, but we can give you a minor punishment. That'd be a removal of your function as a jackboot. You would have to we'd have to confiscate all your weapons and armors, and you cannot work in the city anymore.
That's
I'll
fair.
I'll
accept
look to
that.
the jackboot as compensation. I pass him 10 gold. That might help you get back on your feet.
This is many years of salary, thank you.
Didn't you just say not to give money to poor people?
This is an exception.
to be fair, I was gonna ask Bor to come assassinate him before he leaves.
It's like many knights running around here, but there's like at least 40 people extra here at the mill researching things and looking around.
Wait, to assassinate who? Felix?
I want
Oh,
I like people who are proven to be useful, you know? Someone who's been up in an organization who can tell me more about the criminal underground of the city or something like that. So having him around is nice.
Also, all that information that we gathered, that was all from the paperwork, correct?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I'm glad that was helpful
Baron
then.
Stan had to be killed because he was on to Captain Ferry's green puff smuggling operation. They hired Felix of the Malacan Acrobats to do the assassination. He went. He pretended to be sick so he didn't have to be at the performance. Killed him there. He got his potions of flying from some shady dealer in the sewer system. And you guys turned up and took him down.
hell yeah.
The greatest roll ever made.
From a dog.
25
Yeah.
sniffing
From
check.
a dog, yeah. Incredible.
And the DC was exactly 25. Like Elsie would have brought you to one of the other locations where you could possibly have gone to.
Do you have the actual sheet for Darkness Blade, or because do you have a limit to division?
I copy pasted for you what the info it says.
Yeah, because I don't trust my own writing.
There's a simplified version.
Alright, if I stay with the jackboot, since he's gonna be giving out information and stuff until he's free.
Sure.
Cool.
Well, he's going to even get 2 days of jail time.
That's fine. He'll live through that.
Yeah.
Well, a police officer in jail?
Nothing could go wrong there.
Yeah.
He's in the jail of the rival guardsmen, so
Does this recharge on a long rest then, yeah?
Yes.
If people let him know what he's in for, then he'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
Even criminals won't attack a cop who ratted on a dirty cop after he was dirty. Like that's a line. That's a big line. Unless he did something heinous like murdering children, which in that case they're free to murder him.
It's on site, yeah.
He tells
We'd
a
have to
story
find that out,
about
though.
where the green puff gets in, how it gets in, all that sort of stuff. tells the smuggling routes they use in the how do you
Sewers?
call it, in the sewers. And that's about it as far as he knows.
That's still good enough to shut down an operation for
Mhm.
probably 6 months or longer.
And
That's whole new supply chains they got to figure out.
yeah. A couple of messengers of the Knights of Carrion will go right back to town to gather a group up as quickly as possible so they can shut it down mid-operation. As well as that another group of Knights of Carrion is going to arrest Captain Ferry.
Oh, and we do still have to deliver a letter to the Carrion Knights as well.
You could
Yeah.
give them to them right now. There's plenty of them here.
Is there a leader to them?
There
So just to
is-
remember our faces.
there is. Let me check. Where is it? Captain Aaron is in charge of them.
Perfect. I give it to him and say, we met the other guy, forgot his name, outside the city to deliver this letter. And if you have any jobs that we could take before we leave, we're your men.
Well, currently, no. We're going to do a large strike on both locations. And for the most part, we, the Knights of Carrion, do the protection of the where all the nobles are for now, as we don't have enough men to protect the entire city. I'm already happy that we got one corrupt jackboot captain in jail with enough proof that the others cannot object. And thank you so much for this. Now just have to figure out how to catch the rest.
Perfect. Just remember our faces next time.
I will.
2 jobs for 1 night, boys. Good work.
Where would you like to go now?
I think
Off
we
to
should
level
move
5, I
that.
think.
Level 5, please.
Immediately demoted to level 3.
Yeah.
I heard that street corner is real busy.
Yeah.
I think we
I think
should
we should.
head back to the inn.
I think
Yeah.
most people want to go back to the inn and probably sleep for the
Yeah.
rest of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been a
after
long
that,
day.
after that dagger, yeah, I don't want to sleep for the rest of the night. I want to sleep tomorrow too. Jeez.
Here you are.
Big launch is gonna have to take 2 chairs.
Well, you already paid in advance, so you eat your meals. Launch eats his candle. And you set up to make a long rest.
Woohoo!
Let me note
Heck yeah.
down.
Will you actually be able to use that that short sword, in combat, or are you still gonna stick to your long sword?
Use it. I mean, I think it's magical. So it's gonna help
That's
a lot
what
more.
that's what you're lacking. Okay, fair.
Yeah. It's gonna be a D6 plus 6 instead of a D8 plus 5. So I'm gonna get like 1 less damage.
That's decent enough.
Yeah. It's magical. That's the thing.
Did I get my rope back after the knights took the assassin over?
Sure, no problem. And
Okay.
Baron Stan pays you guys for your thing.
What?
And but he was planning to pay you per day, but you solved it in 1 day, so he decided to pay each of you for 2 days worth of protection money, as well as
Nice.
as that was also considered a nice bonus for bringing him back from the dead, as he gives each of you 150 gold.
Oh,
Nice.
840 gold pieces I'm at. I'm happy.
On
Wait,
1100
40 or
sword.
50?
50.
150.
I'm at 840 because I just gave a jackboot 10 gold.
Oh my
Alright.
god, yes.
So
I'm
yeah,
on
you
555.
all have a long rest without any problems. There's a new day. It is 8 days before the tournament. Now, you can do all sorts of things. You can go out, try and adventure even more. You could just wait until the tournament is there. If you just wait until the tournament is there, you basically get those days as downtime. If you want.
Do we want to get downtime, or do we want to keep exploring? So there are
I
some
kind of
missions
want
that
the
we can still do.
downtime.
Yep.
You
Because
basically
I'm
get
only
8 downtime days for it.
That would be nice to have.
Huh?
8. If we get 8 downtime days, then I can take a proficiency right now and get some heavy armor on.
Yeah, that would be nice to have. Can we go
If
for
we
it then?
if we did one more day of active stuff, would we get 7 days,
Yes.
or would it become 6? Okay, 7 days.
If you do now, then like you could have even done it the day before, and you would have gotten 9 days.
Gotcha.
Don't you have the scale mail? Is that not? Oh, scale mail is medium armor. Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
I need
I got-
need heavy armor proficiency,
Yeah.
and I don't have
Well-
scale mail. I'm still walking around with a chain shirt.
I have skill.
No,
mail.
the magical chain shirt that we have.
Dragon
Didn't you?
thing?
Yeah, the
No, it's
dragon.
plate mail.
That's full
Oh, it's
plate.
plate mail. I thought
Oh,
this whole time it was.
hello.
Yeah, it's a full plate armor.
Yeah.
Hello.
Launch is walking around with that.
Oh.
Hasn't even
That's-
talked about it, so
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
so basically,
So
one day,
Boar doesn't
you're gonna
even know
look around
about
the
it.
Yeah, one day Boar's gonna
Aw.
look around the corner and see
Oh.
Launch in fucking fancy ass full plate.
So essentially, we just got a long rest, and if we decide to skip to essentially the tournament, we'll get downtime days.
Yes.
Is what it
Yeah.
is.
But
Gotcha.
basically, you'd also not do 8 days
Any-
worth of
yes.
quests, for example.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right.
If you wanted to. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Alright, I think
I
we
mean,
should
I
take
th-
a group vote. That makes
Yeah,
sense
I-
in this situation, right?
I think we should take the downtime days because that's just going to allow Launch to have like more defense and
It doesn't
more
want to.
resistance.
The reason I want the group vote because I don't want it to be just about me, right? So
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
obviously
No,
for the
no, but I'm-
downtime days. I have a lot to gain from it. What does everybody else think?
I
I'm
could go
done.
either way.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I really want to get like to buy plate, but that's 1100 more gold that I need, and I'm not gonna get that in 1 week. So I'm down for the downtime days.
Yeah, I'm down for downtown day. I'm good with that.
So that's 3 votes for downtime.
Yeah, I don't really need the downtime days, but I don't think I really have anything else right now.
Shitting a brick for the fest fight coming soon.
Oh,
All
I
right,
guess during the downtime days, would this cost like us not getting downtime days if I go talk to someone to get more like official rulings on the tournament rather than just someone saying what the rules are?
How do you call it? The day before you have to write in, and then they'll tell you all the rules.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah.
That's fine then. Then we're good.
But
'Cause,
if you
like,
wanna
the
know
guy
other
told me
things,
some
then
rules.
then you could take one less downtime day, and to like try and snoop out your competition, for example, if you wanted to.
I would like. I'll be fine with. Wait, is it the one less downtime day for everyone or
No,
just
for
me?
you, yeah, for you specifically.
Okay, that's fine. I would be okay with that. Also, I have this. If that would help me get even more information, because during
Give
this
you
time.
advantage for the checks. with
Okay,
that.
great. Because I'd also like to, if since we're just waiting essentially with downtime days, to do those two for the information.
Yeah, damn.
Alright, so everyone except for Bosk gains 8 downtime days.
Alrighty.
Me over the hump.
During
Can I
those,
immediately burn them?
Alright, and then for Bosk, what do you want to specifically find out?
Well, since I'm getting some digs on some of the other people, if since that's kind of what I want to know, what exactly, like, who are these other people? What are they known for? And is there any people specifically that are like, oh, I need to like really look out and be careful of these individuals specifically? And since the reigning champion has been the reigning champion for so long, everyone kind of knows. Like I kind of got the digs on what he could do earlier. Um, like has there been any record of people like cheating? And if they do, like what is the consequence for that?
Alright, let's see. Go ahead, make either a investigation check with advantage or a persuasion check with advantage. Alright, you get the names of everyone that is participating.
Nice.
Okay, you have Knockout Bill, champion of Soldatia. You have Alfred, champion of Carrion. You have Ivan, champion of Stolberg. You have Arthur, champion of Tarnia. You have Xena, champion of Asteria. You have John, champion of Ice Point. And a last minute
I swear.
Yeah.
participant, Chad, champion of Do Rest.
God.
He booked it to do rest so he could fight some old lady. I'm so glad we get to fight Chad again.
Dude, I hope Chad gets Knockout Bill, and I hope Knockout Bill literally kills him accidentally.
That's good.
So, what details you learn is that certain things that you learn about them is that both John and Arthur have special types of punches, whereas Arthur's punch like really gives you a headache, like it's tearing your mind apart. John is a fire ganassi, and his hands are on fire. So he will do additional fire damage. That is what you learn with an 11.
Wow, I'm literally just a dude with fists. This is not looking great. Mmm. Dang. Okay,
And
that's
now
fair.
for the rules. Get to the actual page. That's the wrong one. Alright. No armor allowed while you're while you're in the tournament. You can only wear the tournament trousers with a color of your choice.
Brown.
Nice.
No weapons allowed. You can only hurt the enemy with your body. If an enemy is prone for 30 seconds, he lost. If an enemy is ring out for 30 seconds, he lost. The fight will continue until a knockout happens or the enemy surrendered. Magic is allowed, but you can't bring components into the ring. No outside interventions. Who fights who is random. And you can have, after the first round, you get a short rest. But not after the second round, which is basically the semifinals already. That is about it, what it comes to rules. Oh, forgot about. Because there are so many nobles and rich people, the tournament area is only for the nobles and rich people. And that means that the rest of the party, as there are live stream crystal recordings, will have to watch the tournament at a public venue.
Would
But
it
you
be
can
possible?
bring one person as
Oh,
your
nice.
coach.
Oof.
Even if I'm noble?
You can try. You could try to like use your position of privilege to try and gain a seat.
Alright.
I was gonna say, could we ask Lord Gilbert or the man we just saved to let them get in?
There's not enough seats. That's the problem.
Oh, I
So
see.
they could like maybe give their seat to you, but
And they
they
can't fit.
cannot add more seats.
Gotcha. Dang, this is gonna be rough.
Who you picking? That's the $100 question.
Yikes.
Cheating, if caught cheating, is automatic disqualification.
Mm. Oh, all right. Well, I guess I'll have to do this on the straight and narrow. I don't know who I'm gonna pick. My assumption would be the only person that fights with their hands is like Launch. Um. Uh, so maybe I guess Launch.
I mean, he won't be fighting with you.
Oh wait.
He will.
Ooh, does
He's
so
the coach.
Bardic
Yeah.
inspiration, is it? It's not like a magical.
No.
Is it technically? Oh,
There you go. Now you're thinking.
we're picking
Yeah.
Cash.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
There you
Cash knows
go.
how to get.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I wasn't gonna say anything until you said something, but I'm like, oh yeah, sure.
yeah. Because I was like, oh yeah, he's not casting magic. Please. Ooh.
The correct answer was always Cash.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was waiting for you to call my name up.
You knew what was happening. You were just waiting.
For
I
sure.
gotcha.
I don't think I can actually cast into the fight, but I'll probably give you one before the fight.
Yeah. Before, in between
And,
rounds.
like
Yeah.
during the rounds, you're allowed to heal him, for example, if you wanted to.
Wait, what? I can cast into it during?
No, like during besides the rounds, like
During
rounds,
when
okay.
you've
Yeah.
lost, like he doesn't have to use his short rest to, like if the short rest doesn't he completely heal him to max, he could heal up.
Yeah. Because I thought you meant like during the fight, but yeah.
You could try that too, but then it'll be like skill checks to
Nope.
see if you don't get caught.
It's gonna be only at the very darkest moment I'll do that. I'll tell you now, Bosek, I'm not gonna interfere unless you're about to die.
I mean, you could like, if it seems as if I'm unconscious, but somehow, like, almost not.
I get you.
Just like, oh my gosh, he's falling over because he's unconscious. Oh, he managed to pull himself back up. Amazing.
As for
It'll be real
before,
sad if
you
you get
can
thrown
make
out of the city.
persuasion
Yeah.
check with advantage to try and get a seat for yourself.
Alrighty. Persuasion. With advantage, you said.
Yes.
Hey!
Oh, yes.
Finally!
You get with that you get the best seat in the entire thing. As you
You're in the splash zone.
yeah.
We did the splash zone. That would be lovely.
You get to catch all the teeth.
Yeah. Bring you some chats.
There you go.
Finally, man, my first nat 20 so long. It's been a painful ride, my friends.
Launch will go to where Rian is staying, and unless he's going with Lord Gilbert, he'll keep an eye on Rian.
Yeah.
No, Rian is not allowed in there.
You're right. I figured. So I'll take Rian out for food, and we'll watch the fight together.
Yes, like there's a very large crowded how do you call it? There are multiple bars where they have a crystal projector showing the fight, and there is like a how do you call it or there is like a large square where they have a large projection of the fights throughout the entire town of multiple squares.
I'll go to the square.
We'll go to the bar so we can eat and sit on my shoulders and watch TV.
Alright.
And other people can be obstructed by my height.
Mm-hmm.
But
Although
I do not care
it's
about
been
them.
a couple of days, so you're a bit smaller now again.
Yeah, but I'm still like close to 7 foot tall. So
As I wake up for the morning, I'll go through some stretches, some practices. I am gonna do it right now to get some temporary hit points. I'm gonna use brace up real quick and just take a big deep breath and get those points. Well, alright. Well, I'll take what I can get, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll cast aid before anything and give an extra
why'd
5.
you roll a d5?
Oh, that's
Oh,
true.
the
That
D5.
is a D5. Does the magic, does spell aid, does that count? Like as something that would be.
It's a prep
You can
thing.
you can use magic. You can just you just can't bring the things inside the ring that require magic. Like you can't take away, you can't bring in your. So the spell aid still works because they have no
You
idea
get
of
5.
noticing that.
The spell is shield.
You can cast aid long before you ever get to the arena.
Yeah. And then just before you get into the fight, I will roll the dice, all those dice, and it will roll. It will roll 28, 5, 6, and 9, 19, which spells out finals. It's predicted you're gonna go to the finals!
That's great. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'll give him inspiration just before he gets into the fight.
All right, Boar, as you go to your
Yes.
seat in the arena, you sit next to. I have to go all the way up. High Lord Elliot,
Oh
currently
boy.
the leader of the town. And
Oh.
the most powerful lord in all of North Arcadia.
Oh boy.
Greetings, Boar, son of Boar. How is your father?
You know me. He's doing great. Thank you
It's
for
my
asking.
job to know as many things about all the nobles in town as is.
Thank you. That's a breath of fresh air. I was feeling a little down how many people recognize me. Well, we come from a small house. That's true. You know,
There's
trying
no
to expand a little.
yeah. There's no shame in coming from small roots. All nobles
No, there
start
is
somewhere.
that is true. That is true. And that's why I'm here, spreading the name. Got to
Yes.
get well as
Can
much
I
as I
ask
can.
your opinion about something?
Yes, please.
Well, we've been talking about the future of North Arcadia for a couple of weeks now, and there are many different options. One is that we declare our independence and crown me or one of the other High Lords as king onto a vote. Others are that we send as many troops that we have to Old Arcadia and rebuild order there and re-establish the empire. But we don't even know who would be the proper successor of the empire. Nefarian the hero is supposed to still have one remaining child, and both the daughter of the Terrible and the brother of Nefarian the hero are vying for the crown. It is harsh. And of course, there's also still the other option. We swear allegiance to Emperor Elijah in Trin and hope that he will protect us. But it is a hard choice. Either way, it will all have many consequences. What do you think? What should North Arcadia's future be?
Oh, I think allegiance, it's not gonna benefit the country much. I mean, in one way it will, but on the other, it's just gonna bring in more problems. I believe Trin is under a lot of stress at the moment. I do think helping old Arcadia is gonna be the best choice. Despite its history, it does have certain qualities to it that make it a desirable place. And if we manage to, well, hold it for longer, I think it will be the best for the people and for us. Do you have any preference between the candidates you mentioned for Old Arcadia?
I would
If not, I
prefer
can.
Prince Belios, even though he caused the Warforged thing from happening. He was he was a very important leader of the rebellion, and I do not know the daughter of the Terrible. For all we know, she is just like her father, and then an entire rebellion has been fought, won, just to hand over the imperial crown back to the same people. I do
So why
not
don't we?
wish to support an unknown person to any other to any. I would not wish to support an unknown one. You
That
understand?
is, yeah. But there's still,
But
I believe there is still plenty of time
yes,
for someone to become known in the region.
there's like the thing with the option of going for Emperor Elijah is that Emperor Elijah has already proven to be a powerful leader, whereas all the others have not, if we align themselves to someone. Trin is currently the only Northern Trin is currently the only place that has any form of order, although the regions it occupies, the rumors I hear that coming out of there don't sound nice to me.
No, they do not. I believe Elijah is going to be the best choice then. Someone who's trusted, someone who's known across. And if you need me to help Elijah in any way possible, just know that you can count on me. I can
We will
personally
see.
deliver anything or help him in any way. We're all here to serve you in whatever way we can.
We will see. Now let's enjoy some battles.
Let's.
Welcome distraction.
It is.
Alright.
All
Ring
my
Joe
money is on.
walks up to you guys, Bosk and Cash. Hey man! Haven't
What's
seen you in a
up?
couple of days. Gonna kick ass? As he holds his hand out for a high five at Bosk.
Yeah, of course. You know, we're gonna try our best, or my best, I guess.
Alright. Then I'll get on with the announcements. Everyone of Soldatia, today, after more than a year of absence, we are going to have a tournament again with 8 champions of our region. 8. First off, I would like to welcome all the different champions. First, we have the champion of Ice Point, John. The Flaming Fist.
I love him.
Then, we have the champion of Stolberg. The Mountain, Ivan.
Oh dang, he's gonna beat the shit out of me.
And if you die, you die.
Then we have the champion of Carrion, Alfred.
Oh no.
Oh god, this is only getting worse.
We have the
You might be in trouble.
champion of Tarnia, Arthur.
Eh.
We have the champion of Territor, Bosk.
I shout so loud. So loud.
We
Oh,
have
yeah, my armor
we have
is down.
we have the champion of Astaria, and the only female participant, Xena.
Sweet woo.
Then
Xena warrior
we have
princess.
we have a last minute participant, just especially from you, as Durest is rebuilding itself. Here is their champion, Chat.
Boo.
Ooh.
Boo
Only you not
is.
cheering.
Is. You suck.
Many men scream he sucks, but all the women say, I want to suck.
Oh no, dude.
And then
We have to kill Chad.
we have our champion, right here from Soldatia, participated in the national boxing knockout Bill.
He's
Good
scary.
God.
He's scary.
All right. So let's scroll through the rules here. So for this, all the players that don't, outside of Bosk, get to, if they want to, control one of the champions, with the exception of Knockout Bill and Chat. Those are the ones that I will use.
Oh yeah.
And if you manage to win, how this will be role-played like is that you basically were betting, and you got a perfect bet on how the tournament would go, and you can either get 2,000 gold pieces if you win, or
Nice.
one random magic item.
Bosek, you're dead.
Those will already be established before, how do you call it, you can choose. Like, for example, how it works is I'll roll for 3 magic items, and then you can pick one of those 3 or the 2,000 gold if you win.
Alrighty.
I'm sorry, Bosca.
Yeah.
We
Hard
will
feelings.
try to kill you so hard.
It's the way we are.
Can
Fair
I just?
competition.
Can I also put a bet on Bosk though, Boske?
Sure.
If anyone wants to bite in 255 gold.
Oh,
There's
boy.
a noble on the stage that would be willing to do that. All or nothing. Like, so you
Heck
give
yeah.
him 250 or he gives you 250.
I give him a handshake. That's my man right there. He'll win this shit.
And then quickly walk towards someone else. I'm gonna bet this for this.
Alright. Well, I do want to take Alfred.
Everyone wants Alfred.
Yeah.
Alright,
It's a must-have.
then it's going to be if people don't have a preference on who they want, then it's going to be random rolls for who you get.
I'll take the random roll.
I'll take John, actually. I'll take the
Alright.
Fireboy.
Give me
Damn
a sec
it.
to give you control over him. Launch. Alright, you should have control over him now, Launch.
Got him. Yep.
Alright, and Bor wanted Alfred, right?
Yes.
These have like 2 HP.
Oh,
Alright, you should have
550
access to
Cs.
Alfred now.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Then there is still Arthur, Xena, and Ivan left. Cash, do you have any preference?
I do not.
Alright, then roll me a d6. 1, 2 is Xena, 3, 4 is Arthur, 5, 6 is Ivan. You get Ivan.
Okay. My Russian is coming out.
I tried.
I'll go with the Githyanki.
Wow, nobody wanted the woman? Oh my god, we're also sexist.
I mean, look at Alfred.
No
Six
girls
is fuck,
allowed.
dude.
She's gonna win.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Turns out
Yeah.
she's the Avatar. Yeah, it would be awesome. Turns out she's actually the Avatar, just starts throwing rocks at people.
Cora, why are you here?
What do you mean, Cora? That's tough.
Well, that's true.
Alright. So now we're going to random draw who's going to fight who. Bosk, go ahead, roll me a d8. 6, 1, 2, 1,
Oh no, it's 7.
2, 7.
A pass on the first round? Crazy.
You're going
Looks like
against
the
Grand
champion.
champion in the first round.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
yeah.
This could be a good
Right off
thing
the
or a
bat.
bad thing.
Well, you're fresh, so you have all your shit.
So is he. So
True.
Alright. Now
This is how it ends.
Now a roll for Arthur. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a d6. So that is for Terrell. Go ahead, roll me a d6.
The worst thing too is that my armor class went down so much. I have 13 AC right now.
Yeah, because you were not allowed to wear armor.
Yep.
4. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's Chad.
Yes.
Please kill
Oh,
Chad.
fuck him up.
All right, now for John, roll me a d4.
Go, baby. Roll that one, baby. Let's go get it.
For
Go
you,
get it.
launch a d4.
Ah, sorry. On D4. I have 3.
You have to fight the one woman, Tina. Your worst enemy because she has fire resistance.
Yeah, I was sitting here like, God damn it.
Oh, let's go,
And
Alfred.
then Alfred versus Ivan.
All
Alfred's
right, let's go,
doomed.
Rocky.
Hey, let's go. Before the fight, can I have what's it called? Cash wrap his new sword in the bear coat and just put it under his armpit.
Sure, no problem.
Perfect.
For our first round, we have Bosk versus Knockout Bill.
Oh my
Knockout
God.
Bill walks toward Bosk and shows his hand. Let's have a handshake on this and have a good fight.
Yeah, I'll look up to him because I imagine he's the same height as Launch. And just oh god, I have to do this already. As I'm shaking his hand, I guess I'll try and activate my bloodied but unbowed ability. Oh, not that one. What the fuck is it called? Oh no, where'd
Brace
it
up?
go? No. Dang, where'd I do that? Oh, dig deep. Jeez. I'll do that. As I'm shaking my hand, a lot of the veins in his body will pop out and like be really like like
You have
showing
learned
and
to fight on
everything.
the streets as well, friend.
Oh.
He nods.
Oh no, he's the same.
As the smoke comes out of all his out of his area, and he will also use dig deep.
Oh, he's the same. That's worse.
So you both get a level.
Oh, I thought
just-
it does it happen. Oh yeah, it is. You
Nemesis.
just get it right now. Or is it?
Alright.
Yeah. Oh well.
As the Battle begins, and we roll initiative. As for the sake of ease, I will say that we don't have the damage, as we both do have damage to each other, so it cancels
Right.
each other out.
Oh, thank God. That doesn't help, but I gotta. Oof.
It makes less math.
It
True.
also makes it
True.
faster.
All right. Let's see what music does here. This one. All right,
Ooh.
Bosk, you're first.
Soon as the sound rings, Bosk is gonna do like a straight leap, like jump in the air straight up as high as he can, and just drop kick as his first attack on the champ. Do I still use my cestus gloves? It or just the normal attack, but because they don't do anything, so I'll just be using that.
Just beat the bludgeoning damage. 10 is a 10. He raises up his fist and blocks your dropkick as you're hanging in midair.
As I come back to the ground, I'm gonna land and I'm gonna try and punch upward into him.
20 as you do an upward kick that'll hit him right in the dangles, doing 9 damage.
Then I gotta go. I gotta go immediately. So I'll spend a point in bonus action. I'm making 2 more immediately.
17 and 20 both hit for respected 16 damage. I forgot to reset the hit point thing, so I will do that real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh, the tension is rising.
I can't wait to get hit with 7 attacks.
It's just gonna be one big one that craters the entire arena. A nuclear bomb will go off in the arena.
Well, to be honest, like previous tournament, someone also got really, really far that I did not expect that to happen. So, in terms of that,
Good news is if you beat him, then you're pretty much set throughout the rest of the arena.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I nearly got destroyed by Chad last time. I had
Yeah.
a really solid opener and then I missed. Like Chad has a super high AC. Like so.
yeah,
I don't know.
he's a monk, so he doesn't even wear armor. So his AC hasn't changed.
But
But I would
Yeah.
assume.
All right, works now. You punched knockout Bill to yellow.
Ooh.
Oh. That'll be as I stand there after doing like full combo. I'm gonna raise my hands up next to my face and just, I guess, try to flex and not die.
So knockout Bill will try and punch you, but he will use or activate Haymaker. So
Oh, I knew he had that.
He will get disadvantage on all his attacks, but if he hits, the damage is max. So on every time that he hits you, he does 11 damage.
This is gonna be rough.
First attack.
Mhm.
That is a miss.
Oh, that's a miss. Thank God.
Second attack. 12 is a miss.
Is a miss?
Now he will use 1 point of Moxie to do 2 attacks. So that an 18 is a hit, becomes 11 damage on you. And then the third or the final attack. That is a miss. Lucky
Oh,
you.
thank God. Whoo.
Your turn again, Bosk.
Well, my right arm feels like it's been completely bent inwards from that first punch. So he's gonna lash out with his right hand his left hand and trying to just protect his face from that side, and I'll just make 2 attacks right here. Oh,
You got
Nice.
this. You got this so easy.
all right, second attack.
That is also a hit for 6 damage.
I'll spend my final point of moxie, and I'll make 2 more attacks.
15 is a hit for 7. And 1d6. How do you want to knock out Bill?
Oh,
Let's go!
so keeping my right arm, which is kind of a little bent from that punch, just lashing out with my left hand into the side of his like metal plates until they start like denting inwards from hitting the same spot, like liver shot after liver shot, constantly, until on my final attack, I'll reach upwards and hit him across the jaw and knock him out.
I do not believe what I see here. The champion is out in the first round in only 2 flurries of punches. See how excited this is. Now it means that the champion does not get to defend his title, and we are gonna see a brand new champion of North Arcadia. Round about for Bosk, champion of Terratown.
It's too easy for Bosk. Send him 2 opponents next time.
They actually do that.
As I lift my hand up because I want to be. Please don't do that. All right. Okay.
As a sidekick of the coach of Knockout Bill gives Knockout Bill a healing potion, stands up again. That was very impressive, Master Dwarf. I've not been hit that hard since the national tournament. You will be a future Arcadian champion. I know it, and I wish you the best of luck.
Well, thanks. I mean, I honestly was super intimidated to fight you in the first place, but before you know, if you want to stay and watch anything, oh, that's right. No one else is here. Dang.
Boar is
Except
here
for Boar.
and Cash is here.
Yeah.
Launch is somewhere in a
Yeah.
tavern watching it.
If you would like, I have some friends that might want to meet, you know, the champ or former champ, I guess, and you know, maybe we could have a drink sometime.
Certainly will. I want to know where you learned all these things.
Yeah, we'll make a day of it. All right, after this.
All right. As a Knockout Bill leaves the area, so we will move to the next ones, which is Arthur versus Chad.
Please accidentally kill Chad.
Lethal all attacks.
We
Now
have
let's
Arthur
see.
and Chad. 2 champions, 2 new champions fighting it off. A visitor from a different realm in our areas. Let the battle begin!
Okay.
Roll initiative. I think Chat wins the initiative, but
Yeah.
good news though.
How do I do that on him?
You click on his name, the Gizari monk.
Uh-huh. And then?
You basically click on the token, then on his name, and then you'll automatically click the initiative. On the sheet. You have where it's medium
okay.
humanoid,
Yes.
and then you can click on the name, then
This one. Okay.
yes. So Chat won the initiative.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Just so you know, I don't know if it's actually going to be useful. But you see that you can cast those spells, right?
Yes.
So you don't need modifiers. You don't need spell components for those.
Mhm.
you can cast those spells if you want.
Right.
Like, for example, you can do one of those shields.
Mhm.
But Chad is first. And Chad will run up towards Arthur. And will do his first strike. Unarmed attack. 22 will hit for 8 damage.
Yeah, that shield didn't help with that, so I'll take it.
Then he will use a key point to do 2 more attacks. Crit for 10 damage. And then his
Once
final
again.
attack. 12, which is probably a miss.
That's a miss, yes.
Alright. So that'll make 18 damage total from Chad towards Arthur. Now it is Arthur's turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll try to do like a kick to his face.
Alright.
So roundhouse kick, and that's a miss.
8 is a miss as he crosses his arms and blocks it.
Okay, then I'll move further and try to do it with the other leg.
Alright. 14. He blocks it again.
Well, that's it for
I
me.
think Chad might win.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's pretty tough.
As Chad punches Arthur back. 20 for 9 damage.
How much does shield give?
Plus 5.
Oh, plus
dice.
5. Nope,
5.
doesn't help.
Then Chad will use a key points again to do 2 additional attacks. So he has done 27 damage on you total now.
Yeah.
Crits again for...
And I'm out.
Chad has won!
Dang, 2 crits?
Well,
It
just think of
happens.
it like this. Can't crit you.
If Chad wins, I'm gonna be pissed.
Didn't crit me. Didn't crit you at least, yeah.
As Arthur lies unconscious on the ground, Chad makes goes towards Arthur's head and dunks a little bit and makes a teabag pose towards the crowd.
Wow, this guy sucks.
As all the women all the noble women on the stage start cheering on for Chad.
Ooh.
As Chad is through to the next round. Next up.
Without so much as damage.
And the thing
Alright,
is,
here we
I
go.
actually thought that Arthur would get pretty far because he actually has basically the best
Yeah, he's
damage
got
modifier.
superpowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, a shield and psychic damage? That would have been
Yeah.
sick.
It was 19 damage. If both of those attacks hit, it was 19 damage, 25, 29 damage.
Damn.
Alright.
Yeah.
Then for the next round, it is Xena versus John.
Random John.
Yes. Let them begin. John is first.
John's gonna put away his glasses. I think he's got glasses in this picture. It's hard to tell. Yeah, they're there.
Yeah.
He's got shades on. That's probably best for him to strike first, but he's gonna take a dodge action. Xena's turn.
Alright. Xena will run towards John and will attack. We'll get disadvantage on the attack. First attack. 9 is a miss.
9 is a miss.
And second attack. 9 is a miss.
9 is also a miss.
And then final attack. 8 is a miss.
8 is a miss.
John's turn.
Alright.
Good joke.
Let me read your ability really quick. If target is a creature, the adept can choose one of the following effects. Must succeed on a DC 13 strength save, or drop one item it is holding. Adept's choice. That's not going to be too useful in this fight. Target must succeed on con save or be stunned. That can be pretty damaging. So I definitely don't want to stay within reach for too long. However, I gotta do damage or else this fight will just continue going on. 3 attacks each round too. I'll do what I can. Yeah, 2 punches. Coming at her. That ain't it.
Miss. That'll hit for 9 damage.
That's all he got.
Alright.
That makes it her turn.
Yes, she will retaliate. 15.
That'll hit.
Alright, for 10 bludgeoning damage and a dexterity saving throw. John lies prone on the ground as the punch comes. 21 for 6 damage on John. And then the final attack. 22 for an additional 5 damage on John. John, your turn.
Don stands up. This is a DPS race. He's not winning.
This person was the worst possible enemy for John.
Yeah.
Because his biggest advantage is been negated because of this.
Doesn't have much for the AC either. That's okay. 2 punches.
Hits for becomes 10 damage and misses.
He's giving it his best. He's basically gonna have to rely on her fucking up. That's his turn.
Now it's her turn. She will attack John back. 9 is
9
miss.
is a miss.
14
That'll hit.
for 8 damage and a dexterity saving throw.
He's gonna get prone again. Oh no, I'm right.
And now the final attack. 10 is a miss. John's
That's-
turn again.
Nah. 10 is not a miss. 10 is his AC.
What?
And for 10 damage, which knocks out John.
Yeah, with no armor on, it's yeah.
And no dex. Ooh.
That's John done. He did his best. Should have went for the other guy.
Should have picked her.
Yeah, actually.
She ain't bad, yeah.
And now, for the last round of the first round, Alfred versus Ivan.
All right, I'm
Will
gonna
Will
start
these
dancing.
two masculine powers of power meet? How will they manage against each other?
I'm gonna present my glove as a sign of, respect.
I'll top his glove and say, let's do this quick. I have to feed the kittens.
All right, lad. Let's do this quick.
Oh, your accent is very
Ah, fuck.
interesting. Oh, fuck!
What happens here is that you go into the round, into the arena, and you're both just circling each other.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yes. Very Irish, lad.
Oh, very Russian of you.
And as I quickly start, dancing like Muhammad Ali, and I get a little close, I just go, huh! Fake out with the left and go with the hook. And pow! Right in the kisser.
Miss.
Ah, damn it. That's it. Then I'm
Alright,
gonna keep dancing around. I'm gonna position right there.
then it is Ivan's turn.
Okay, I jump in place and crack the ground as I just stand like a mountain, strong, and hit him once first.
All right, that's a hit.
Whoa.
And I'm gonna use my reaction as he hits me. Let's go. Hit him back again.
Perfect counter.
Perfect counter. And I get advantage on the attack.
Miss.
And it's a crit.
Oh.
It's a miss. It's a 20. And it's a
21.
crit.
No, isn't it with advantage?
He has advantage, yes, but it is a 20 not crit. Because it's a miss.
Yeah.
It's an auto crit. The perfect counter is an auto crit if it hits.
Ah,
But if it misses,
okay.
then it's still a miss.
Right.
21
A
AC.
20 is a miss?
Yes.
Yeah.
21 AC.
Ouch.
My biggest advantage as I dodge. Oh, actually, I take the hit
Yeah.
and it just doesn't go through me.
Yeah, that's how it looks.
Just like the
Alright.
mountain. Just like the
Alright.
mountain.
Wow, you
I'm
know what? Maybe
unmoving.
this guy will win the tournament. Dang.
Everybody
Still-
always wants Alfred to win.
You seem like the rough guy. Haha.
Yes, just like the mountain. I move quick. Another one.
Alright, you ask for it, lad. Take that.
Oh, the hurt.
The
And I'm gonna move
perfect
around.
counter you can only use once because it's a reaction and you only have one reaction.
Yeah. And I'm gonna move again.
Oh,
With
it's still
dancing,
my turn.
baby.
It's still Ivan's turn because Ivan has 4
Oh.
attacks. He only rolled
Yeah.
1. Or he
Who
rolled
the
2.
hell is this Ivan fellow?
Oh no! I didn't see the 4 attacks.
And third attack.
Wait. So that's
Let's make this
5,
quick.
9.
The adoption center has me off today.
That's 9,
Still 5, 9.
17, 22. 22,
Ah.
22. Jesus.
That's all coming to the liver spot.
I didn't see the 4 attacks. Okay, he must have like no HP at all. Alright. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Is
I'm
that
scared. I'm scared.
Now it's Alfred's turn.
it? If
I'm
he dies, he
scared.
dies.
I'm scared. I miss.
I take it again.
Should have gone for Ivan.
Holy.
Everyone should have gone for Ivan. There was no reason not to go for Ivan. Ivan's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am strong like the mountain.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna dance again. Right there.
Oh, we both like dancing, eh? And I hit him right in the liver again.
Haha! That hits.
You can do a perfect counter.
Yeah.
22
Oof.
does hit, and you can roll an extra d12 because it is a crit. Alright, that's 15
Nice.
damage on Ivan.
I got too cocky, and I lean into it. Let's do this then.
9
Oh.
does
That's a
miss.
And that's a hit.
6. And last hit.
Oh! Oh!
Don't tell me.
Oh!
Oh
Hello, baby.
no!
Hello.
This is the best fight!
Alright. Here you go. Take her off the chin, lad.
Oh! Let's go! I think that's enough, right? That's 15?
No, that's
Yeah,
13.
that's 15. No, that's
Oh,
13.
13.
Oh, are you alive? Don't.
That's 15, right?
No, that's
13.
13.
13. Do not.
I'm still up!
You fuck!
Double knockout it is!
Can we actually do that?
Please hit each other at the same time.
I punch him.
What you could do is, like, if you both go down at the same time, I'd say if the perfect counter hits, then you both go down at the same time.
Okay.
Alright, let's do it, baby.
this.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Alright. Oh!
They both
We
Yes!
go down at the same time.
Yeah, so you both are
What
KO'd
the-
at the same time. And now we're going to determine the winner by who stands up first. So
Yeah, that saves.
Basically, yeah, death save. So both of you get
I just rolled a
basically
20.
the first one that rolls that either dies or the first one that's stable wins.
What a fight!
Totally, dude. We deserve this. All right.
This is the
So I
greatest.
roll first, right?
Yeah. Keep rolling until we can determine a result, and then Ivan rolls to see if he can beat your result. That's the easiest way.
Okay.
Else I have to like intertwine with the dice. So just
Okay,
keep
so
rolling
I.
d20s.
All right.
All right, that's one
So that's
stable.
You go
Plus
Go
one by
ahead,
one.
roll more.
Okay.
All right, that's another stable. That is
That's
a
a
failure.
fail. That's another stable.
All right, so Ivan needs to
I have to take 3.
3 successes in a row to win this. If
Wait,
it's
wait. What if they
4,
both get
if
up
you
at the
both
same
four,
time?
you stand up at exactly the same time again
Oh
with
my
1 hit
God.
point, and we
Sheesh.
continue on.
Nope.
You just
I
need
mean,
3
Well,
successes.
Yeah,
What?
draw 20. Ivan wins as he stands
That
up with 1 hit
sucks.
point.
That's how
That sucks
it's
for
done,
me.
baby.
Like
Oh
the
my God.
mountain.
Oh my God. Fair fight. Fair fight, Psycho. Fair
Oh
fight.
my god. That was good.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Oh my
That
God,
was
that was
so
so good.
cool.
I'm so glad they fought each other.
Yeah, that was great.
What a pair.
Totally. Like, honestly, if Boar dies, fuck it. I'm playing Alfred's son.
I was about to say the same thing.
No, each person has to play Ivan's son and Alfred's son, and then we gotta have the new Rocky happen with the children.
Oh, that was so good.
Totally. We're gonna make Rocky 4, 5, wait, 6 or something like
I think
that. I
there
don't
are
remember
7
how many.
now. Officially, if you count Creed as continuation instead of each out, there's like 7 now.
I don't know if I count Creed.
The Creed movies are pretty good. Huh?
And other people.
God,
Yeah, but they're just different people.
that's a hot take.
Alright. Now, thank you very much, everyone. And now we will go to the commercial breaks, and we'll see you back in an hour for the semi-finals. So now you get to have a short rest.
Awesome.
So I will do short rest dice for Xena and for Chad.
Oh my God. If only that first hit had
Yeah.
landed. And I did not see the 4 hits, like, honestly. It's like, alright, he hit once. Let's go.
Oh, that's
It's
a
like,
wrong
oh,
dice.
first 4 attacks. It's like, oh shit.
I actually didn't lose any HP. I just almost lost my
You lost half.
temper. Yeah.
And you said
I-
there's no rest after this one?
No rest.
So
is
right
after
before-
this. Or you could take
right
a
before-
fast rest if you wanted to.
Dang. Right before the next time the rounds start, I'll ask Cash if he has any words of wisdom he could give to me. Like what what do you think, Coach? Like what should I do?
Well, let's do a read of these cards, and I lay out the cards and I pick out 3. Oh, I flip
Oh,
over a
shit.
dead dragon. Oh, that's not a good sign. I don't think any of them are dragons. I don't really know. Another card. Oh, a zombie. Oof. A zombie. Dead dragon, a zombie. It doesn't look good for you, Bosak. I flip the
Or
third
for the
card.
enemy.
The world cracks, so you're probably gonna die again, and then your world's gonna crack. And I give you inspiration.
Amazing.
As for words of wisdom, don't die, and let your world crack. We're good.
Alright, Boar and High Lord Elliot. Sit there. That was an impressive fight between Ivan and Alfred. I'm also really surprised about the newcomer with Knockout Bill. This is a very interesting tournament, don't you think?
It is. It is. Actually, I'm adventuring with the new contender, Bosek. He's pretty good with the punches. I've seen him do some crazy stuff.
Ah, good.
Yeah, he once punched a guy's helmet in. Just one hit. It's
You've adventured with him for how many days? If you actually know, say the correct answer, I'll give you inspiration.
hold on.
You're not allowed to look in. Out
No,
of
I'm
the
not
dice
looking.
box.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm thinking.
I have it written down right here because I have since I have days since Boar joined.
Yeah. I believe it should be. We're 21 away. And we had 8, so that's gonna be. Did I join? Yeah, just as I started. So it should be 13.
That is an incorrect answer.
Ah,
It was
Ah,
20 days.
that's right, because of the. Oh boy, yeah. I didn't
close.
count the downtime days. I
You
didn't count the
forgot the
downtime
downtime
days.
days.
Yeah, because I said, all right, so it's gonna be 8 days till the tournament. That's the tournament. So I have to subtract 7. Ah, bollocks. Well, there you go, kids.
As Chad goes towards Bosk. So, time to get my bitches back. And get a whole lot of other bitches. I hope I'll meet you in the next round.
Chad, I'm gonna be straight with you. I swear, if we fight each other, I'm gonna smack you so fucking hard.
I need some time for payback.
You want to talk payback? You should talk to those women that left you. All right.
As he passes away, he slaps Xena on the ass. No,
God, I
you could
hate
take a lot
that.
better and then just punch him punches. I have another limb that could punch you out.
Jesus fucking Christ, Chad.
He just turns around and is like, she turns around and says, if that other limb is just as big as you are, it would still be too small. And turns around again and walks off of him.
Does he walk into my broad chest?
He's a lot shorter. He comes towards your knee, so no.
Watch yourself, little one.
Ooh, Starbug. You've been juicing, man. This is all me, baby. Training the body of a god.
Who's talking to me? I hear voices.
I'm right down here.
Sorry, I'm too tall to be speaking this shit to you. And walk away.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to have our next round. After an hour's break and many entertainments, we're gonna see who faces who. Bosak, go ahead, roll me a d6. 1-2 is against Xena, 3-4 is against Chat, and 5-6 is against Ivan. You will face Xena. She walks towards the arena, bows towards you. That was very impressive how you dealt with the champion. I hope I can learn a lot from you.
Oh, well, thank you. You did well in your fight as well.
Thank you. Alright, let's roll initiative. Remember to roll your initiative with disadvantage. Cena is first. She runs right at you and punches you. 20. That'll be a hit for 7 bludgeoning damage. And dexterity saving throw.
So this isn't actually +1. It'll just be flat.
Oh.
So 13.
13. That is a success. Alright. And their second attack. 14 to hit.
That barely hits me.
For 5 damage. And then our last attack. Crit for 5 damage. Your turn, Bosk.
Whew! Ouch. Dang. I am going to immediately retaliate here. Make 2 attacks.
12 is a miss. 20 is a hit for 9 damage.
Then I will... Ooh, dang. I'll use a point of Moxie. I'll make 2 more.
Alright. 16 is a hit for 6 damage. And 11 is a miss.
You can use an inspiration anytime.
Yes.
Oh, that's true. I keep forgetting I have that. I'll throw an inspiration onto that last attack.
Alright. 17 becomes
17.
hit, doing an additional 6 damage.
Dang, this lady's strong. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Alright, her turn as she will retaliate with her attacks. 7 is a miss. 13, is that a hit?
Yeah, just barely.
Alright, for 5 damage and a dex save. Alright, you're
Okay.
prone. Then the last attack with advantage. Crits.
Oh my goodness!
13 damage. Your turn again. I assume you
Or
stand
my
up.
terrifying life.
Yeah, so as it hits me, my bloodied does trigger. So I will gain... How much hit points is this? So I gain 7 temporary hit points, and I also gain all my Moxie back. Oof, good lord. Yeah. And I get back up. Wow, this is not going well. I think I will... Oh, dang, do I want to do this again? I guess hold on, let me look. Oof.
You need to save Moxie points for the finals, is your thought pattern probably, right?
Yeah. I think... Oh, damn, this kind of does suck. I will make... I guess I'll make 2 attacks.
14 is a hit for 10 damage, and 22 as well for 10 damage, doing 20 damage.
I don't think I can knock her out in this turn, but I think I have to try. I'll spend a point of Moxie. Make 2 more.
That is a miss. That is a hit.
What are all these 1 rolls? Oh my goodness. Well, this could be me getting knocked out here. That'll be it.
Our turn.
You got farther than I did.
I wanted to stealth and then hold my healing word if he gets knocked down during this last thing.
Just so you know, to cast a spell without being seen is a sleight of hand instead of a stealth check.
Can I hide from the people just before the sleight of hand?
Sure.
Because I wanted to just get ready. As soon as I saw him earlier, I was already gonna hide.
Alright. Alright. First punch. Crit.
Where are these crits?
For
What is
17
this?
damage. Which
As
soon as
kills you.
Yeah.
As soon as he takes that a healing word.
Alright. Alright, sleight of hand to see if you're spotted with your healing word.
Come on,
She
Roll a
baby.
really
one,
rolled
baby.
3 crits. Oh my goodness.
Let's go!
Yeah, you
Oh
get that sleight
shit!
of hand off without anyone noticing it.
Level 2 healing word.
Yeah. So you get
8.
8 hit points, Bosk.
Not more attacks though.
Yeah, another second
Yeah.
attack. 17.
There it is.
Ah,
9.
GG.
Or 9. Oh.
As
Dang.
Bosk is down.
Gonna be upsetting if Chad wins.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
is a
Yeah.
general possibility. Depends on she can't short rest, and depends on how much damage Ivan is able to do on Chad.
Yeah, and I'm also gonna catch in spite for Chad. I'm gonna heal that lady so much.
She helps you up again. Good battle. I really thought I had you there with that first punch in my flurry, but you managed to stay up. That was really impressive.
Yeah, well, just because he hit pretty hard and I just barely got up. It's close, dude. He's close.
We
Needs
should
a new
spar a
title
bit
for
more.
boss.
I would really like to learn more of your style. But first, I have to
Yeah.
help myself out a little bit. Try and beat in the finals.
Dang, she really rolled like 3 or 4 critical hits. That's
The Iron Cat
ridiculous.
Dad did the same thing to me.
I'll give that noble my 255 gold, I bet.
Yeah,
I had 10 AC,
that's
so.
good money.
Fuck, man. Next time.
As Bosk has to sit at the losers table.
Oof.
We got the person that beat the champion, knocked out in the semifinals. With Xena going to the finals. Let's see who she shall face in the finals. Will it be Ivan? Will it be Chad?
Ivan.
Whew.
Roll initiative. Chad goes first. As Chad runs towards Ivan and does his first attack, unarmed attack. 26 will hit on Ivan for 9 damage. Then he will spend 1 key point to do 2 more attacks. 10 is
Miss.
a miss. 16 is a miss.
Miss.
Ivan, your turn.
Again, I will strike one in the front and just start moving.
17 is a miss. 11 is a miss. 21 will hit for 5 damage.
Ivan is so shook. The circling mountain didn't work. Oh no,
Chad might win this, guys.
for sure.
Alright, as Chad retaliates with a kick towards the shins of Ivan. Natural 1. And then he will use his bonus action to attack once extra. 17
Miss.
also misses. Ivan, your turn.
Moving like a proper boxer. Just another circling mountain.
14 is a miss. 5 is a miss. 20 will hit for 5 damage.
Oh yeah.
Crit
Are you-
for 7 damage.
Are you confused yet, Chad?
How is this happening?
I am a mountain and you are nothing but a pebble.
Alright. Chad's turn. Chad will attack back. Unarmed attack. 13 is a miss. We'll use a key point to do 2 extra attacks as he's desperate. 9 is a
Miss.
miss. 15 is a miss.
Miss.
Come on, Ivan.
Ivan's turn.
The mountain will circle again.
Drago.
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 2 attacks miss. 17 misses. All attacks miss. The short Ivan retaliates back with an attack on Ivan. 23 hits for 7 damage. As he will use his bonus action to attack. 23 hits for 9 damage.
Come on.
Ivan's turn.
Oh god, dig deep.
Pull
16
it out.
misses. 9 misses. 23 hits for 6 damage.
Yes.
Digger, last 20,
Yeah,
please.
do it again.
No.
Oh.
No.
Come on, Chad, miss everything, Chad. For the adoption center, come on.
Ivan, please, please,
12
Ivan, you gotta
misses.
do this.
Miss.
Bonus action
Bonus
attack.
action.
Miss!
Oh.
Let's go, Ivan.
Ivan dodging all the moves. He starts thinking about the adoption center. He needs that money to save more kittens. Oh no,
That's a
he got
miss.
distracted by the kittens.
That is a miss.
The kittens. No.
Come on.
That is a hit for 3 damage.
Come on, Ivan,
Oh.
you are the champion of Stolberg.
A
Yes.
hit.
No?
Heavily
Oh,
injuring
no.
him.
No.
He's alive.
So it's alive.
Now it's
Alive.
Chad's turn. You'll
Come on,
retaliate.
roll low, roll low.
Miss.
Yeah.
He will use 1 key point to do 2 attacks because he's desperate. 20
Miss.
Hits Ivan down on 1 hit point.
Go, Cash.
Now this is a tournament.
Dagger.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Chad. No.
As he, as this time, as Chad is in the finals, he will pull down his pants and piss on Ivan. Right from now, the crowd to see.
Seriously.
Ah! Ah!
Now can I heal this lady now?
Like a little kid. Gosh,
Look
I'm
how
not
tiny his
holding
dick
the-
is.
Can I cast A to give it to Xena?
Yeah, you can.
I'll come like, hey, Xena, I really hate Chad, and I saw what he did to you. Can I just make you the best, strongest, and heal you?
Yeah.
Cast Aid and Healing Word until she's fully up. I will bust all my spells.
Oh my god.
Please.
Overwhelming.
So wait,
Alright,
what
Magnus
happens
will-
if Yannick wins? Because he's gonna win. Does he, like, the big bad evil
I
guy gets
will
another
always
magic
win.
item and 2,000 gold pieces?
Give her 9.
Alright. And, extra. Yep. And then another extra 6.
And that's my last 6, because I'm gonna save at least 1 spell slot for myself.
Alright.
You cast 8?
I did, yeah.
Alright, then I have to
Gets an
add
extra
that
5
too.
HP.
Alright, hold on. Chad is going to take a fast rest and take the exhaustion.
She not full yet?
No, that's how many hit
I
points
give
he
her,
has.
I'm giving her a healing potion.
Oh, thank you.
You gotta destroy Chad.
For all good
Riding
about
on
the
this.
world,
Kill him.
I will do this. Yes.
Do you want me to roll it?
Yeah.
As
go
long as
ahead.
it's not Chad.
As long as it's not Chad, okay? Ivan fucked them up. You just have to finish it.
Alright, 60. Put the sick.
Dang. That was rough.
Yes.
Ivan's a champ, dude. We gotta sponsor Ivan sometime.
Yeah, it's fun school
Yeah.
fuck.
Hey, don't
We
forget
gotta
about
give him
Alfred.
money. Alfred too.
And any of you could have chosen Tina.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come on,
but
look
we're
at
s-
We're misogynists.
yeah, we're
Yeah,
sexist.
no,
So
he has a mustache. Like, come on, and I have one too. I have to do it.
Although, like, Ivan could have won from Chad. This was purely luck based.
yeah, if
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
miss one less.
Yeah, you would have, because Chad was literally on 1 hit point in that fight when he took Ivan down.
I picked the
Oh.
cool fire guy because I like the cool fire guy.
We have our finals, ladies and gentlemen. We have Xena versus Chad. Who will win this battle? 2 newcomers in the arena for the championship of North Arcadia. Give a large howl as the entire city is howling. All the men are cheering for Xena. All the ladies are cheering for Chad.
Is inspiration illegal?
Oh, you could have given her there.
Yeah, I want to give her my last inspiration too.
Aye.
Spending everything on this girl.
Fuck yeah, I
long
fuck
you-
Chad.
Everyone's in our corner.
She did have. Right. And then Chad's initiative with disadvantage.
Somehow I think Chad's gonna win this.
Yeah, I have the same feeling.
We're just gonna have to jump him later. It's fine.
Oh, count on it, baby.
Chad is first. As he runs up towards her and starts punching. Oh no, he kicks her in the vagina. That is
What the
his
fuck?
attempt.
He would. He would.
19 is a hit for 9 damage. Then Fury of Blows. First attack for Fury. 16 hits as well. And 13 hits as well, doing 16, 23 damage on her. If you didn't heal her
Yes.
up, he would have already won.
He has to be out of key points, right?
No, he took a fast
Not.
short rest.
No.
Oh, he's got all of them.
Cena's turn. He's gonna retaliate to Chad. First attack. 13 is a miss. Is she gonna use the inspiration? No, she's not.
Not with this.
One will
Oh
hit
yeah.
for 7 damage. And they both have the ability to lay them each other prone, so I'm gonna say they cancel each other out. And then her last attack. 22 will hit for 9 damage on Chad. Chad's turn.
One.
Chad will attack her with an unarmed strike. 22
Oh.
goes for the Fury of Blows again. 13 hits. 19 hits doing
Ow.
15, 21 damage on her. She's in the red zone. Her turn. This round she will use the inspiration if it'll help. First attack. 23 will hit on Chat. Getting him also in the red. Second attack. 18. KO's Chat.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
go,
thank God.
Xena!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a first, the new champion of North Arcadia, Xena! the first woman to get the belt of the champion of North Arcadia. Roundabout chair!
I take off my boxer and just toss it at her. Woo!
As she, like, completely bruised up and everything, because Chad did a real meanie on her. Because he actually only targeted one area.
That's
Oh,
That's so low.
Smith
Literally.
Scumbag.
Yeah. She raises her fist towards all the cameras. Like, ah! Now, get me some ice and a drink. Is there like reporters come in and close in on with the streaming crystals? You got the Rocky moment with the Adrian. But for her,
She
it's
truly
like
is a warrior princess.
As Knockout Bill says, well, men, we have all lost today, and we've learned something valuable. I hope next year we can continue onwards. And I hope she
Without
does
check.
well at the at the national championships if those ever happen again.
Boy.
Same, yeah. She definitely deserved the win.
Knockout Bill nods. Yes. Now let's
yeah.
congratulate her all. Be a sport.
John's gonna actually show up with ice.
Sorry?
John's gonna show up with ice and it's soda
Yeah.
starting to melt.
Comes out of Ice Point anyway.
Yeah, why are you
Yo.
carrying water? It's
I ship-
evaporating.
I
I'm
ship John
I'm
and
sorry,
Zeta.
it's evaporating.
Shrugs and hurriedly hands it to her before he can melt it.
Thank you. Oh, that was a beating. That's completely worth it. Waves at the audience and everything. Well, that was entertaining, Boar. Didn't expect this.
No, completely didn't.
That
I'm
is
glad the
what-
little kid got a beating. He was very disrespectful.
He is a nasty man.
Yeah. Glad he's
I should
gonna
talk
learn.
to the tournament hostess and say that he should be permanently banned for that type of behavior.
Oh, totally.
Agreed.
I heard one time it was what was the city called? It was a town. I don't remember. He had an encounter with boss because it was well on a tournament, little tournament. And apparently he was whipping his private out and showing it to everybody. This is totally disgusting. I was not there, so this was told to me. It was completely nasty little fella.
Yes, I will talk to the tournament. Hey, Bosk, you did well. Sad you didn't win, but this was generally really surprising, as Rinja says.
Yeah, I mean, it was honestly like it was a good fight. She deserved the win. You know, that's how it is. I'm just glad Chad lost.
Yeah, definitely. That's the best thing. Although, I heard rumors that he's going to get banned out of the tournament for his behavior. But if it doesn't happen, he is certainly someone to reckon with, because he'll probably be back next year then.
Yeah, he probably definitely will. But so will I.
John's also gonna head over to Ivan, pass him a note saying you should probably press charges for getting pissed on.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow the little man home with my pack of cats later. It's fine.
Pack of cats.
His secret weapon.
Yeah.
But that was a good fight. I nearly got him too. Bosk, would it be bad, Bosk, if I invite Xena to drink with us tonight?
No, not at all.
Okay, I go invite Xena to drink with us tonight.
We're just gonna have all the guys over,
Oh yeah, everybody, invite everybody except for Chad.
except for
Obviously.
Chad. Chad's gonna show up. We're gonna beat his ass.
So I invite everybody except for Chad.
So what happens is that as you go back to the bar and everyone is there to celebrate the tournament and everything, one person back, let's see who will, during your travel back, oh, that's Cash.
Hello.
You do spot Chad once, but you in an alleyway where he basically hired a green puff hooker to give him a blowjob. Those are the nasty
Hey, yo,
hookers.
Hey yo, hooker, I give you 10 gold to slap the fuck out of him and leave.
Alrighty.
I'll give you 15 if you bite his dick off.
Oh yes!
Ah! Hits the girl. Oh! Wasn't bitten off, but you see the teeth marks. Oh.
Here you go, hooker, take 10. Bosek, I think you owe that girl 15.
Yeah, I'll give her 20.
And tell all your friends.
The economy.
I tell all your friends never to do business with this man. Here's an extra 5. This hooker's gonna be so rich. Hey, boss.
Derek, the barkeeper, basically gave you a table for yourself to celebrate.
Hmm.
Do you know I lost 255 gold? Fine.
Dang on. Wait, what? How'd you lose? Wait, what? What'd you lose money on?
I bet my money on you.
Sorry about that.
You'll get it next time, don't worry.
Honestly, I'm looking forward to it. I'll be more than happy to come back if they have it again. You know, if and when they can.
Definitely a very invigorating day.
I look forward to the challenge, says Cena. I have to defend my title. I hopefully do get a chance to actually fight in the nationals once before I have to defend my title, but that's very unlikely.
Why is that?
Well, because the Empire is fractured, and there are certain areas where they don't have the time to actually organize a boxing match and get their champions out. Like,
Do you know what?
I see.
Trin in itself is in a complete war, so they don't actually have a champion, or they don't want to be part of Arcadia. South Arcadia is also at war, and every soldier is trying to keep out those angels. Keep hearing about Central Arcadia is also too busy, as well as Old Arcadia.
Do you know what, Cena? Just for you, we'll fix all the problems in the world so the nationals happen again.
Thank you.
Is it not right, gang? And I look at everybody.
Sure.
Here.
Conquering the
Give Reese a
world.
drink.
What could be simpler?
One of the guys like, "Hey, toast to the new champion!"
Hell yeah.
Knockout Bill says that.
Oh.
Launch raises a candle.
God, I lost so much money today.
Yeah, congratulations to all those who participated, especially our champion and our former champion, Bill.
Hey!
I pass Igor some meat off the table.
Oh God, we didn't let the champion sit down. Here, take my seat.
thank you. You all have a very nice and fine evening. You all gain inspiration from this evening as you all dinner together.
Hooray!
Well, tomorrow I'll be leaving for Old Arcadia because I hear the boats are almost here.
Oh, perfect. I think
They'll unload.
It is time
and
to decide.
and
Shall
then
we be attending him?
we
I
should.
look to the rest of the group.
Yeah,
Just
I agree.
Yeah.
before we go, I do need to buy a little something. Or
Very
could I have
well.
used the Dandan days to buy a splint?
If you will have us, we will travel with you.
That would be great.
The champion does need an entourage.
No, that was Rian said.
That
said
was yeah.
Oh,
That was Rian.
oh,
The
I thought we
champion
were.
ain't going anywhere, probably.
Champion's
she was
going
going to-
back home. So
Oh,
right
I thought
there.
this. I thought this whole time the champion said she'll go to Arcadia.
Now she wants to eventually when there's a tournament, but
Oh, I
they
fucked
have
that
a
up.
bit
Sorry.
similar voices. My young kid voice is similar to my female voice.
Well, Rian is a
I'll
champion
look
of our
around the
hearts.
table and ask if anybody else would be returning to Old Arcadia.
Y'all shrug. Nope.
I figured not.
We're going back home, said most of the says Moya. Training for next year.
You're here.
I really
Yeah,
want to give
we
Ivan
have,
money.
we just have some business, but I truly do hope to see all of you next year as well. I'll try my best to get there if I can.
They all nod. As you all take a long rest.
Alright.
Many
those-
We're back
drinks
up
of
to full.
celebration. Barkeep gave them for free because you're all participants, and like you guys being here or the participants being here draws in new customers.
Heck yeah. And Chad isn't here.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Probably in the hospital.
There's a hospital?
I don't know, some triage
I mean,
center.
thank God he should have like a chunk of his dick missing, so hopefully.
Probably like half cut. Probably
He
got
got
halfway
s-
through it before she.
It's like
He got
someone bites a.
circumcised.
It's like someone goes and starts eating a hot dog sideways, you know?
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh my
Oof.
god.
In the morning,
Ouch.
a guard regiment of Lord Gilbert brings Rian back here, as Lord Gilbert himself is at the castle to for his gatherings about the future of North Arcadia. And Rian will have to go on a boat as soon as they arrive to leave Soldatia towards Old Arcadia.
No.
Yannick, could I have at any point of those downtime days, could I have gone and bought some
Oh yeah,
splint?
no problem.
armor?
That's easy.
Yeah. Alright.
If you have the
And also
gold, it's no problem.
Yeah, and also one hempen rope.
Yes,
So it'll be
that's also
201 gold pieces.
yes.
Good stuff.
So Brianna, I guess your name for now. Do you know the contact Sirius was talking about before?
Give me a sec for my notes about that. No, but I know that we need to find Trajan, son of Albus at Old Arcadia. He's a magistrate there, and he's supposed to have Sirius is supposed to have bonds with him for my safety.
Okay, that's perfect. Because I didn't want to go there if we didn't know anyone to go to.
He was, but I don't know if Trajan knows about me.
There's only one way to find out.
He's
Agreed,
supposed to
and
be
if
a
s-
magistrate and a leader of the Forge Guild.
Yeah, and
So
if
he's a
Sirius trust him,
I trust him too.
exactly.
As you're talking, you hear a bell from the north. Then a bell from the east. Another bell from the south. And then a bell from the west, from where the waters is.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep ringing.
That
I asked the
probably is
barkeep.
not
Those
good.
bells mean something.
Well, the barkeep looks a bit worried. Those are alarms.
Yeah.
Attack from that. We're being attacked from those. The bell is from which side we're being attacked.
Oh
Town.
shit.
Well,
Good thing this is a city.
But
so wait, we're not
keeps
doing
going,
anything for this?
and then you hear a gong from all the sides. One gong, a second gong, and a third gong. As the barkeep looks panicked.
What's this?
Dragons.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Dragons?
I'm drinking my potion of flight and I'm flying out. If you guys are not doing anything, I am.
All right, Bor, as you come out, and as you're flying upwards, you can look around. You can see a couple of things. Give me a sec for the description, and I won't forget anything.
Jeez. My duty is to my country. Oh my god.
All right, I'll move to the map here. So you guys are around here.
Mhm.
And here you can, Bor, you have a clear view of the castle. And hanging above the castle, you see the largest green dragon you have ever seen in your life.
So it's true.
As you see him move at one of the windows and breathes inside with his breath inside the gathering hall where all the nobles would be.
Well,
With
there goes.
green smoke in there. From the from here, you see a smaller but also very big dragon fly over the city wall and basically take down a guard tower, and then you see that off of the dragon, you see that it is many kobolds jump off of the dragon and start fighting the different the different guardsmen, knights of Carrion, on the city walls as the dragon flies back again and picks up other people, other kobolds and servants. What you notice here, because here are a lot and lots of jackboots, and these jackboots, they're opening the gate, and some of them start murdering other jackboots very quickly in team attacks.
Whoa.
As another
Treachery.
dragon here flies over, as the jackboots rip off their sign of the jackboots and put on a new sign. That is the sign of the Sleeping King. What you see here is the dragon that went here was smaller than the dragon from here and here. And here you see a large numbers of ships sailing towards the port, and they crash into the other ships and harbor as they are led by two smaller dragons, or they're still large sized, also all green, breathing on the harbor on the different ships as kobolds jump out of the ships as they crash into the harbor, all with a flag of the Sleeping King. As here the largest dragon starts talking loudly through the town. Get where my notes are.
Oh boy.
Now, would this be the same dragon that was supposed to be in the forest?
Forest?
No.
Yeah, because we had heard of a rumor of a dragon that used to live there, and it was pretty much
Oh, right.
running to the mountains
I
toward
am
foresting.
Grandstall,
Yeah,
the
that's
Sleeping King. I have awakened to take back my lands. Bow before me, Soldatia. Bow before me, and I will be your king. Or die. And that is where we'll end today's session.
Cool.
So main dragon, 1, 2, 3, 4 extra 4 other dragons.
Yes, 5 dragons in
bunch of
total
kobolds.
that you have spotted. Or that Boar has spotted.
Oh boy.
And we're level 4.
I will now burn